I might not do too much sugar stuff tonight because I do want to get through these. There's a lot to cover on what happened. So, speaking of, let me like put this over here. We're back. So, you may be wondering why this particular post of all posts is up again. He's banned. How could this have happened? What could have possibly gone down? I had to save all of these. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't post the Discord notification. Man, I suck ass. Alright. Let me find if I actually snapshotted the start of this. Because basically, before I get into it. Okay, I did. Thank goodness. It's going to be really hard to follow the narrative because I can't just go down and read these. So much got deleted. I can't do it. Oh, all good, Frank, all good. So let me preface by saying I have read this thread before. And I read it. This is when I first met Sarge, by the way. Because this thread was like totally chill until this happened. Well, I guess it wasn't really this. Oh wait, no, it was. Wait, was it this? Okay, it was kind of that. It was part of that. Because it was like dormant for a while. Then Sarge came in, and then Jimsid came back, and then there was a whole back and forth. Now, a lot of the original content, let's just say, got deleted because I guess mods stepped in from the reports and everything, and then ended up just wiping a whole bunch of the conversation. If you want to actually have a look at the whole conversation, I do have it saved, and I'll probably finish like, you know, adding a thumbnail and a description and stuff to it eventually. But it's saved on Twitch. It's one of the highlights. I couldn't tell you exactly which episode it happened in. I'm assuming it's before 10. I know it's before the episode where I did a full deep dive on Jimsid. The need for sugar. It's true. Although she's my better half, I should say. Anyway, that all happened before the big deep dive. And then obviously then I went into the whole mind of Jimsid and whatnot, and that was just craziness. Full disclosure, after what happened before Jimsid went dark, I don't take him seriously at all. I don't think he's a legit person. I think he's a very elaborate troll. Like, more elaborate than I could even fathom. Like, I have seen bait posts, I have seen people feigning ignorance for another side, I have seen some crazy shit. Jimsid is like a whole nother level of human being. He's in a class all by himself. It is insane. Because there's no... I don't think there's any reality where I could believe him to actually be who he says he is. There's no way. No way. And what I'm about to show you also kind of solidifies that. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway. So, how'd this all begin? Well, let me start by taking you... Oh, shit. Let me start by taking you back to the past. Alright? So here's Ye Olden Day Samurai, right? And Ye Olden Day Samurai... So, okay, let me go back even further, actually. Basically, I did part 1 of the thing, and somebody commented saying, like, wow, I didn't know Steam discussions were so unhinged. And that clicked in my head, and I was like, oh, my sweet summer child, you don't even know the half of it. Because I was like, Jimsid might be the absolute most insane person I've ever seen. So, I was looking back through the archives because I wanted to give the guy a link in case he would actually, like, see it before I get to it. Because, like, it would take... I want to roll them out, like, you know, weekly, so, you know, I don't have to do much. But, I went back through the archives, and then I came across this, and I just let it play, right? I'm a bit of a narcissist, so I like the sound of my own voice. Like, who wouldn't, right? But I just let it play, and then at a certain point, something clicked in my head. I said this line. He made it to 70, by the way.
If you come back in a year, I will have it displayed as platinum. Heck, you will find it like that if you come back in 3 months. Really, I plan to platinum it before the end of the year.
So, I heard that, and I was like, well, now hang on a minute. It's the end of the year. And like, I was like, let me go back and have a look. I'll quote it and see if he actually did platinum it, because I'm curious. He seemed very confident in himself that he would have it platinumed by the end of the year. He'd have all the achievements. And it's not that hard to do so. Like, if I actually was a super hardcore Dustborn fan, all it would take is just 2 more playthroughs and I'm done. But obviously I'm lazy as fuck, by the way. Thank you, CJ. But that's all it would take. It's not that hard to platinum. It's a bit of a time investment, because I think the two major roadblocks that, I mean, it depends how hard you consider the Ronin ending, but the actual major roadblocks I would say are the battery cells to upgrade the bat and the reflection points, because I don't know if there is a straightforward guide for either of those. I don't think it's that hard, Siege. There are definitely harder games out there. Definitely harder. All you'd be giving up for Dustborn is just your patience. But you're able to skip it, so... Oh, okay. I mean, oh, you bring up a good point, CJ. Discussed in this thread in the past, by the way, it was stated that Dustborn is a mentally intensive game where you have to prep yourself in order to play. You have to prep yourself emotionally in order to handle the weight of Dustborn. So I can see why it's really difficult to platinum. But... anyway, point is, I heard me say that, and I was like, I just want to ask him if he's done it. I'm just curious, because he did ask Sarge, and I guess anyone else, to come back in 3 months, and here we are, 3 months later, and I'm just curious. So let me start bringing these out. Is it gonna... oh, am I gonna have to resize this? I'm probably gonna have to resize this. Hang on. Let me change this around. Whoop. I don't actually know the size. I guess I'll just make it bigger. It's fine. Because I don't know how big some of these are gonna be. They're all different sizes, thanks Steam. But, anyway, I came back, I just quoted the... in case you don't know about Steam, by the way, you can sort of fabricate quotes, similar to how somebody would modify a quote. You can sort of just make up your own quote. I decided, because the original quote was deleted. That was one of the parts in the original nuke that happened. So I couldn't just quote that directly, so I had to make a new quote. This is why I thought I was gonna get banned, alright? There are probably grounds to ban this because it's a fabrication and didn't actually... like, if you look back to the thread now, I'm quoting something that doesn't exist. So that's why I thought that was going to happen. Anyway, I'm like, did you platinum the game? Zelfir, shortly after, was like, here's a warm blanket in the middle of summer, since you seem to like it spicy. Greyhawk. Fucking... I was laughing. Me and Sarge were laughing pretty hard at this. I'm just gonna have to go... oh, wow, that was a jumble of words. I don't even know what the fuck I just said. I did these in order, so... okay. Right, I did these in order, however, one thing is missing. Wait, did I send it to Azurai? Hold on. Wait. Azurai's DMs might have saved me. Hold on. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So this is why I send shit to you. All right. This was the next one. This one got deleted pretty fast because when I went to go and try and archive everything, this comment wasn't there. So I don't know what happened to this one. Anyway, Jimsid, like, basically, I sit down, after work, I'm ready to play some Skyrim, and then I get a Steam notification from Sarge being like, he's awake. And I'm like, what do you mean he's awake? And I go back and have a look, and sure enough, some things have happened. So,
what happened, idiot? Your 3 viewers dropped to 0 again, and you try to make content out of your obsession with me? Sorry, won't provide you any more content for your failed channel. Reported.
he speaks like a supervillain. I love it. It's my favorite part. Originally when I saw this, I was like, there's no reason for me to do this because it's one comment. I normally want to have more to talk about than just one comment. So, Jimsid, if you don't want me to talk about you, the easiest thing you can do is just not say anything at all. Like, not a single word. Alright? Then I don't have anything to say. Unfortunately, this ramped up. So, immediately afterwards, wait, hang on. Was it immediately afterwards? Let me check. Because I think that's the only comment that got technically nuked before I got a chance to save it. Yeah. Okay, because then Sarge said this afterwards. Wow! Talk about aggressive. All he asked was, did you platinum the game like you said you would? Did you? Such a response makes me think you didn't. It's also got a point. You'll quickly find out that I don't think Jimsid has platinumed the game. I don't think Jimsid has ever gone... I don't think Jimsid has ever gone back to play Dustborn in any capacity. Even after the updates, I don't think he's had a look at it. And I mean, I don't blame him. Like, if you don't like the game, you're probably not going to play it, alright? Don't ask me why I spent fucking 40, 50 hours on it. Okay. Weird. Very weird. But anyway, I'm curious, did he platinum the game? So, again, I'm just kind of praying these are in order.
And the second obsessed troll is here. I won't provide you with more content either, sorry. Reported as well.
I don't know. So, okay, every time he says reported, by the way, I don't know if he's actually filing reports. I think he is. Because the day he visited the stream, you know, before he went dark, he was like, oh, I'm gonna ban you and then report you on Twitch. He did actually ban me from his channel. Like, I went to go follow him and then I was forcibly unfollowed and couldn't follow him. I was like, oh, that's not very nice, but all right. So I think he does go through with all of these. Like, he actually does make reports. I mean, obviously he would because of what happens later when the nuke happened. So I would hate to be this team moderator who has to deal with this. Let me just double check that I should have put a... Okay, I did. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Because there's a break in the messages, and I want to know when that happened. That's exactly what happened, CJ. That's exactly what happened. Oh, that's your right as a Steam user, but did you 100% it? You know what I bought the other day during the winter sale? Dragon Age Veilguard for 35% off. Such a deal. It's actually not half bad. Makes me wonder if I would enjoy this. I shouldn't listen so negatively. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't listen to negativity, just positivity. Do you think I would? Dustborn is next on my buy list. Probably gonna 100% it. How about you? What's interesting, I don't know if Sarge mentioned it, but Jimsid and who was it? Somebody else who was an avid defender was like, you know, like Dragon Age Veilguard would never go on sale, right? Like, it would... Like, people are like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna buy it until it goes on sale, like, you know, in the holidays, and like, oh, it's not gonna go on sale, you have to get it now full price. And like, sure enough, it went on sale like almost instantly. Dustborn was the same way, it like went on sale like a month after release. Like, alright. I need to I need to make sure I keep cleaning up my tabs. I've got a lot of tabs open. Way too many tabs.
And blocked. Enjoy whatever you want. Bye.
This is another thing I can't understand. Like, he blocked him, right? Jimsid continues the conversation after this point. Normally, when you block someone, you don't want to talk to them anymore, right? And you should just stop engaging with them, period, alright? But no, that didn't happen, obviously. I think... Yeah, and then... then I came back as well, because I saw this, Is Alf here? Report, you say? And then, after the message was Sarge, then I came back and I was like, no way he said that. I was like, I'll take that as a no. Like, it's okay. I haven't platinumed it either yet. If the devs do end up adding the ability to see which dialogue affects what coda, then I'll do some more runs for the other endings, considering the Ronin ending either requires really good luck or a walkthrough at the moment, at least in my opinion. I know somebody would argue against that, being like, oh, it's not that hard, you just gotta get these particular codas, and it's really easy to do that depending on your playstyle, and it's like... I'm not too familiar with the character codas in particular, to just randomly get Ronin. Like... I feel like you kind of have to follow a guide for that one, because it's pretty character specific. Like, who was it? I don't know if it was Gorkster that mentioned it, but like, you have to have like Ziggy on Pragmatist, something with Gnome, Eli and... Well, it might have just been Eli, but like, Eli was not on the correct coda for me when every time I finished the game. So like, yeah, and you have to keep that in the back of your mind as you keep playing, because if you fuck up one line of dialogue, it's over and you get a different ending. It's like, well, fuck. It just seems very fickle to try and unlock. Oh, but yeah, no, based on his response, I don't think that he 100%ed it. Again, I don't think he ever came back and actually, you know, finished it in any capacity. Oh, hot dang! Since you gifted me it, Unknown Samurai, I'm downloading it now, and I'm going to work on 100%ing it. Jimsid, you got a whole new year, the whole year of 2025 to beat me to it. I just finished Dragon Quest 3. I have the ambition. Do you, Jimsid? So yes, Sarge and I were talking in DMs, and I was like, you know what? I'll add fuel to the fire. Fuck it. It's like, I was gonna give a copy to Shrek, but you can only give copies to people that are on your friends list, and Shrek hasn't, like, you know, friended me yet. Like, come on, Shrek, what are you doing? I should send him a friend request though, because I know he said that he would play the game if he had it gifted, and personally, I would like to gift him a copy because it would make the conversations a lot more funnier. Mainly Shrek and Holding 6, because Holding 6 usually falls back on the fact like, oh, Shrek, you haven't played the game, so you don't know what you're talking about, and so on and so on. I want to give him the mouse icon. I really do. Because if he has the mouse icon, then Holding 6 has nothing to fall on. Soon. Actually, hang on. Is there a way to get to him right now? Hang on. I'll do it right now. I'll do it. I swear to God, I'll do it. Oh my God. Hang on. Add friend. Alright, Shrek. If you manage to accept my friend request by the end of the stream, you get a free copy of Dustborn. Alright. Just because I want to see what Holding 6 has to say. I'm adding content for season 3, alright? Just, it's gonna happen. Anyway, sorry, he called out, Sanj called out Jimsid, and it's still going, by the way.
Take it as you want. Now, go make a stream about Steam forums and redacted.
Oh, this was okay. I know what this word was, by the way, because I quoted this one. He said bitch.
About them, as that is all you do instead of playing games. Have you thought about actually playing games on stream and not troll Steam forums? That may get you some viewers. My main profile is now private for a reason. The harassment has ended. I won't forget how your viewers even threatened my home and family.
So, that might have been on Lostrune and Papa Shekels' end, alright? Hentai, welcome to the stream as well.
Owner Hentai 77. I see you're interested in cross-referencing, you cheeky devil. Imagine Debbie from My Hero Academia plunged into the world of Dustborn. He'd be like the ultimate package courier, all jittery and flustered, but always carrying the load, just like in his own series. And deep down,
Sugar, what do you...
he still dreams about being the beacon of hope, even in this gloomy dystopia.
Oh my god.
He's less smash and more deliver. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know how that... I don't know what's considered a Steam discussion term, you know? I'm not sure. Also, Jimsid ever actually shows up again. It really is... This is... Okay, I mentioned earlier, like, I swear to god Jimsid's just a troll. This is the nail in the coffin for me. Is like, it is so easy to refute this first little thing where like, oh, well, how about you just play games instead of Steam discussions? Like, oh, also, Hentai, if you're wondering why this is a PNG of a post, it's because the whole thing got nuked. So I had this happened last night and I was like about to go live with it, but I really wanted to play Skyrim instead. So I had to save all these screenshots. Don't worry, I got them. All right, I got them. But anyway, it's so easy to refute this because all you have to do is just look at my literal recent broadcast, which was Beat Saber. All right, like what the fuck? Trying to get banned. He got banned. Don't worry, Hentai. He got banned. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, spoilers, by the way. There's new stuff. He got banned. This is pre-banning this part. He got, okay, I should also mention, he got banned like within an hour of coming back. It was insane. And if you want to know what probably did it, every single one of the things he's responding to, or anybody who said anything in this thread past this point, we're all just getting reported by Jimsid. And for some reason, the account Jimsid was using reporting everybody got banned. And all of the things got fucking nuked in response. Like, what? How does that even work? How do you piss off the mods so much that you end up getting banned? Like, you're the one that gets banned. How the fuck does that happen? Some of his rants. I mean, they're pretty crazy. I'm kind of drifting away from Jimsid at the moment. Like, I like Shrek's rants, because Shrek goes so far off the deep end. I love it. Like, I actually love it. I would love to have, again, if either of them are watching this right now, I would love to have Shrek and Jimsid in the same room having their own, like, insane battle, alright? Like, insane, absolute rants, both extremely far right and extremely far left. I would love to see that happen. That would be a debate to remember. Who the actual problem is. Because I assume it's hand done, or at least it looked like it was getting hand done because the comments were getting deleted manually, because you could see them disappear in real time, one at a time. It wasn't like a big block deletion. It was just select comments were getting removed. Mostly all from Jimsid, by the way. Because like, oh, what was it? I don't think it's an automated system. I thought it was like you'd report. It would check if there was any like profanity or whatever in the comment, and then like it would just delete it if that was the case, and the person would get banned. I think it's done manually, and based on his like false reports, because Sarge and I were just talking. We weren't like being mean to him or anything, or like literally bullying him. No, we're just trying to have a conversation. and he was just reporting us. So like, I'm not surprised. It was immediately. The other thing too is I'm also not sure if it was the Steam mods. Because, for two reasons. One, usually if there's a necro and things unfold like this, it'll get locked almost instantaneously from Steam moderation. That didn't happen, however. Random comments were just getting deleted from this current conversation. Like, everything you're seeing right now has been deleted. I think it was the Red Thread dev account that did this. Because I think they saw it first, because they're usually active around that time when this went down. I think they saw it unfolding and decided to just get rid of him. Unfortunately, though, I don't think Red Thread realizes that Jimsid has like fucking 50 other accounts. Well, mainly just 2. So he came back again and then just like kept talking, and then eventually Red Thread just locked it. It was Red Thread specifically that locked it, and not a Steam moderation. Not a Steam moderator. So that's what makes me believe that it was Red Thread doing it. I don't know if a dev account will receive reports made by a user in that community, or it just goes straight to Steam moderation. I'm not sure. I feel like the dev team, in regards to the community, would also receive the reports as well. Like, it gets forwarded to them too. So they, like, if they see it first, they can do something about it. Possibly both. I think it might be both, and that Red Thread saw it first before Steam moderation. Because if Steam themselves see it, they're not usually as lenient with the bans and whatever. Because, granted, I'm the one that poked the nest. All right, it's technically my fault. All right. But, you know, it was worth it, okay? It was worth it. I didn't think... Okay, honestly, I did not think Jimsid would come back. I honestly didn't think he'd say anything. Because, why would he? There were so many other things he could talk about. Like, Avowed, for example. Assassin's Creed Shadows. There's so much stuff that's coming out that have Steam communities that he can talk to. But decided to come back to this one? It's really weird. I just saw CJ. I was just expecting like a simple response. It was very convoluted. I didn't really have much to do with the second wave of the Jimsid insanity. That was more specifically just Sarge and Jimsid going back and forth. I kind of stepped out after the first nuke. I was like, all right, because there's one thing I responded to in the second wave, and what I responded to was at the end of the first wave. It just got deleted before I had a chance to respond to it. And then while I was talking to Sarge, I was like, fuck it, I'll just post it anyway. I don't care if I'm quoting something that got deleted. I don't give a shit. So we'll get to that, all right? See, hentai, I'm playing the long con, all right? I'm playing the long con. But goddamn, because like Jimsid's been other places though. Like he's been to Unknown 9. He's been to, has he been to Star Wars Outlaws? He was somewhere else. He's been to that like Pathos, Pathos, whatever the fuck it was. He's obviously been to the main off-topic Steam board as well. I haven't even seen that place. I don't know what it looks like. Because I didn't even know there was a fucking big old community board for it. He's been to Metaphor for some reason, even though he didn't get the game. He's been there. Usually he just kind of follows the trend of, you know, whatever the latest woke game is that people don't like. I'm surprised I don't see him in Marvel Rivals. You know, why isn't he there? Why isn't he saying some random bullshit about how the character designs are overly sexualized or something in Marvel Rivals? Like, where's that? Like, Jimsid, you honestly, you could be doing so much right now. You could be doing so much. Why come back here? Gooting over ass, and that is true. All right. I was talking to Caboose because Caboose would never spend money on Marvel Rivals, and then he sees that new skin for Invisible Woman. Yeah, that's getting bored instantaneously. All right. Spaghetti code. I can't imagine what it looks like on the back end. I will say though, Marvel Rivals is pretty fun. Enjoying it. Anyway, sorry, back on track here. Sarge comes back. My friend, you can see his play history because his profile isn't private. He plays games. He excels at games. He doesn't hide it behind the private profile, my friend. He even spreads the joy of games. I have Dustborn now thanks to him. I intend to 100% it. Do you? You said you did before the year ended. Also, thank you, Sarge, for glazing me. I appreciate that. But also, if Jimsid just looks, hang on. Hang on, let me get to my channel. Hold on. Oh my god, one other person is playing Dustborn right now. Holy fucking shit. Oh, that. They have addressed that they're gonna fix that in the Discord and have it capped. You know, because people are mad about it. But they've already said that they're gonna address that. Anyway, sorry, yes, where is it? Here. If you go to my channel, and just scroll down like a little bit, you'll see this. And so what is this? What is this streamed categories? What's this mean? What? You telling me there's like other things here that I play? No fucking way. No fucking way. Games? Never. Never. It's so easy to debunk, which is why I think I forgot. I was gonna finish the thought I had where I put a pin in it. It's so easy to debunk this, where it's just obvious bait. Like, it's extremely obvious bait. To always, I'm assuming farm engagement, right? Like, to get a response out of me. Which is why I think he's just trolling. Like, which is why I think everything Jimsid says is just some elaborate 5-head troll. All right, like it's so much more there's so many layers to this. It's absurd. Like, I don't even think he's far left. Like, I think he's actually a racist conservative. You know, based on his like previous talks about Asians and stuff. I don't think he's what he says he is. Whatever. High FPS makes ping worse. Really? Okay, that's actually interesting to me because I have seen that comparison. I just didn't know it was tied to FPS. That's interesting. Sorry, hold on. It's getting smaller now. Can I zoom in at least before I can, thank God.
His whole Twitch channel is about reading comments on Steam forums and having his 2 to 3 viewers.
Guys, that's you guys.
Bully and harass people he targets.
This is also not true because I told him this directly while he was here.
One visit at his Twitch page will show you what he's about. I filed multiple Twitch reports as well against him and his viewers.
Like, I don't know where you're gonna go with this one, mate. What? I don't know. Because, like, Twitch barely does anything on their own platform in general. Like, unless you're like fully nude on stream, they like don't do anything. It's absurd. Actually stalked me. The problem is, Hentai, I don't think he stalked me, which is why this information isn't accurate. Like, Lost Rune and Papa Shekels like scared him off. And then he's just in like turbo lockdown mode. Like, absolutely absurd. To worsen your ping, oh my god. It's absurd. Oh, actually, I don't know if I can see it while I'm live, but... Uh-oh, wait, why is this like above that one? Okay. I don't know if I can see the channel trailer while I'm technically live. Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, the reason why is because I wanted to play the channel trailer, which is just a bunch of like nonsense from clips like 3 years ago, basically. Which, if that's what he's referencing about what I'm all about, yes. Yes, I love Paizuris. What are you talking about? Why do you think I put it there? Anyway, moving on. I just streamed Beat Saber last night, man. And, oh shit. And finished Mario and Luigi Brothership before that. Whenever a spicy thread pops up, I love reading them aloud. Lately, Shrek has caught my interest, and I love his posts. Also, I wanted to address this because this was in reference to what Lost Ruin and Papa Shreckles were talking about. Specifically Lost Ruin, though. So real quick, your main profile wasn't the issue. Lost Ruin was trying to say that you have your real information also tied to your alt accounts as well, which aren't private. I have to like scroll down because I don't have the whatever. It's very small. You just have to trust me what I'm saying. Which aren't private. I get that you want your alt accounts to be considered real accounts, so you can talk without ban evading. But you really should private your alt accounts as well to avoid any potential doxing that can happen in the future. You, of all people, should know how extreme people can be on the internet. Sorry, people on the internet can be. Wow, I misread that. And it's important to be safe. So I highly suggest either changing the info you have tied to your alt accounts or make them private too. What do you think he says in response to that? Just out of curiosity. It's okay. You're not going to get the answer yet because Sarge said something. What was the, okay. And Asmongold makes millions doing the same thing. It's a common thing for streamers to do. Why be mad at him when all he did was ask if you did what you said you would? Personal attacks for asking if you finished the game like you said you would is pretty outrageous, my friend. Will you attack me if I finish Dustborn before you? Fucking hell. It says fuck you. It goes apeshit crazy. You're both wrong, actually, in fact. You're both wrong.
You found another user to harass and bully that along with your 2 to 3 viewers? I hope you get what's coming for, hope you get what's coming for you one day legally for what you do.
Again, these are public posts, my guy.
I can't be the only one harassed and threatened by your tiny following.
I love the downplay though. That's what makes me happy because I ultimately don't care who's watching this. I know. So, oh shit! Oh fuck! Sorry, I died. I died live on stream. Sorry guys, but I don't actually care how many or whoever is watching because I do this kind of for myself, mainly for archival purposes, and I also just love reading this shit. So the fact that I've got, because he could have just said 0, like he could have just said no viewers, all right, that I'm a loser, all right, but the fact that he added a number, like, dude, that's amazing, bro. Please, thank you. I have more than 0 viewers in your eyes. That's impressive. Because again, yeah, ultimately, I'm following the guidelines set where if I make the content that you want to see, and personally, I would love to see somebody reading Steam discussions, or well, not specifically Steam discussions, but just like reading posts from people on the internet, right? I love seeing that stuff, and it's why I wanted to do this in the first place. Because I haven't seen anyone else just like read threads from Steam. I've seen people read threads from Reddit, but I can't follow Reddit as easily. Obviously, it all started with the Miiverse stuff too, because I find that shit way more funnier. But this is just absolute insanity. Like, Steam is wild in comparison. You said a shit post. It is, CJ. It is. Because what got me hooked was all the Masterdoor stuff, right? Like, seeing people have an absolute, like, visceral reaction to the new cards that get released, like Tenpai. Like, holy fucking shit. Not to mention, by the way, Papa Shekels hit me up, so it's... take out spoilers. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but this had a very interesting resurgence, very recently. Like, pretty much at the same time the Jimsid stuff happened. And it gets pretty racist. So can't wait to have a quick look at that. I don't know if the guy got banned. I'll have to refresh it and see if the whole thing got locked, but we'll see. Anyway, sorry, here's the part that I find hilarious after I told him to please private your accounts. I keep telling him this, by the way, because it's the one thing I need him to do so people don't know his actual name and home address. All right?
I won't take advice from a top harasser like you on what to do. If anyone is suspect for doxing people, it's you and your followers.
It's like, yeah, you're lucky we don't post your information online because you're doing that yourself by not privating your fucking profile, you wanker. Like, the only thing I want him to do is to remove his fucking personal information. And he's not doing it. I don't know why he's intentionally not doing it. Like, there has to be a reason. And again, that's why I think he's fucking trolling. Because you can't be this, like, dismissive of, like, how serious it is that people go... Like, you have people threatening death to the developers of Red Thread, alright? Just because of their, like, social media posts. What do you think's gonna happen, Jimsid, when somebody who's not me comes across and doesn't like what you say online? Alright? Like, what do you think? What do you think's gonna happen? But anyway, moving on. Let's fucking go. Oh yeah, hentai. Papa Shek was telling me how crazy the shit was. I completely missed it though. Like, I think the only thing I know from early Master Duel era was like whatever the fuck Garbage said online. That's like the only thing I know because Garbage's post like started in 2022 and then moved into 2024. Holy shit, I forgot we're in 2025 now. Good god. Anyway, sorry. Oh my god, this one's even smaller. Alright.
Very flattering to compare your friend here to a far-right extremist. We are not friends. My play history does not concern you. Especially since this person and you dug up this thread from months ago to harass me. Again, not to harass, literally just to ask you a question. This behavior shows mental health issues and obsessive syndromes.
That I remembered? Well, I didn't actually remember. I got reminded by myself from the past. Alright? So, yes. Exactly, CJ! Why is it so hard just to private your profile? You're not... They're just alt accounts as well. Like, you're not gonna lose out on anything if you private your alt accounts. Like, it just hides your information online. Like, how do you not want that? I don't understand. Because, like, the only way I can... Oh, no, because I think, I don't know if Losterin cross-referenced it. Maybe, actually, his alt accounts are already using, like, a fake ID. Maybe. Maybe that's why he won't do it. Maybe he's already, like, 3 steps ahead of me. Maybe that's not his real name. Maybe it's not Jimmy. Could you imagine? Holy shit. Oh, hentai. I wish I could see his library before he pirated his profile. It didn't occur to me because I didn't think he'd be this wonderful of a human being. I never thought to look. Even though I did it for like Artist and Deathseer, I never thought to look at Jimsid until it was too late. So I know it's a sad day. Most in his library. That's also true as well. I personally obviously don't give much of a shit because I know that there are some... Actually, I don't know if Honey Pop is in my library, but I know that there's definitely some interesting games on there that have been gifted to me. Alright? So go on, Jimsid. My profile is right there. If you want to see the Gachi Muchi game, all right, and call me out for it, go ahead. All right, it's right there. It's in my library. Just saying. But no, I don't really give a shit because that gives me more to, from my perspective, that gives me more to talk about. All right. That's why I don't really mind artists like just quoting like literally everything. Like he adds comments to everything I do. I love that. I absolutely love that. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, no, I am a nutcase. Keep that in mind. It's very important. I like to keep tabs on the lolcows I check out from time to time. Oh god, no, this one's so big. All we asked is if you 100%ed the game like you said you would at the end of the year, my man. Don't make promises you can't keep. I offered you another challenge, race meet 100%. That's all I said. Like, Sarge isn't wrong, by the way, and it's literally it. Sarge and I were also talking, by the way. It would be really cool to play a game with Jimsid. Like, you know, not coming after him or anything. I just think it'd be really fun to play, like, Overcooked or something with Jimsid. I'm just, because, like, or Fall Guys or something. I just think that'd be really cool. But I don't think we're ever gonna get that chance. Because, like, I don't know, or like, fuck it, chess. All right, chess. Actually, that's pretty racist. Blacks versus whites, we can't do that. Oh my god, CJ, your laptop is about to explode. Better be careful. I just want pure chaos. I think it'll be fun, because, Deathseer and I had a game. Like, remember when I followed Deathseer around for like a billion years? We actually ended up playing like a couple rounds of Yu-Gi-Oh! And he showed me like, you know, a couple of his decks. It was kind of fun, actually. He lost every game, but it's fine. It's fine. Who suggested that? Like, it's right there, alright? Oh, I'm not a leftist, alright? But I would say that chess is a pretty anti-woke game, alright? It's a pretty far-right game, alright? It's got, you know what? It's also got like a patriarchy in it, doesn't it? Because you got kings and queens. Fuck, dude. Or is it monarchy? Is it monarchy? Fuck. Who knows? Alright? I don't know the actual terminologies. Anyway, so this part I found interesting.
I make no promises to you or your friends. Again, my gaming history is none of your concern. I hope your family takes care of you and your friend here.
Oh, he called us friends.
You are in dire need of help from a professional and not embarrassing yourselves on online forums. P.S. Reported for harassment.
Monarchy. That's it. That's it, CJ. I'm sure there are people on the left complaining that, like, why does the game end when you checkmate the king? What about checkmating the queen? Alright. The queen is clearly more powerful. What a fucking bigoted game. Alright, fuck. Also, do keep in mind that Jimsid had blocked Sarge like 50 posts ago. Just want you to know that, alright? Oh, you said it. Oh, you said it though.
Goodbye. Continue playing with your friend till the thread is locked, or you are banned for harassment. The reason I reported you and your friend. We are done here.
It's worth mentioning, neither I nor Sarge got reported, or sorry, not got banned, you know, for harassment, quote unquote. Neither of us did. So, that's cool, whatever. Anyway, oh, I love this, by the way. Hang on. Zalfir, he came in for a second. Pretty bigoted of you. I know you're fond of that word. To claim that people are in need of psychiatric help. And then you gotta say you're reporting people immediately after. Self-awareness is a skill you may wish to work on instead of buying and defending games you don't play. He's not wrong. Although, he does play the games. He does play them. Wait. Something I never thought about and never thought to check is If you were to download and play the demo for Dustborn, does that still give you a mouse icon? I don't actually know. If it does, I don't think Jimsid bought Dustborn. I don't think it will. Are you sure, Hentai? Are you sure? Because... Hang on. How would I confirm this real quick? Oh, somebody must own the game. Oh, I know, this is all spoilers. Don't look. Don't look. Oh, get out of the way. It just says has Dustborn. 90% doesn't? Okay. Okay, because I'm iffy on the fact if it does, because he's only played, again, like, I doubt he's played more than 29 minutes. All right, I highly doubt he's played more than 29 minutes. And considering Sokova's response from the other day, that 29 minutes is most likely just the demo, which would make sense because that's about the length of the demo. It wouldn't surprise me. Trial versions count. Interesting. Oh yeah, because I imagine if no, you have to buy Final Fantasy 14, don't you? I don't know if that one counts. I never thought to check. Anyway, in Jim's defense, he does allegedly play the games. Like, he's played Veilguard, I think. Even though it was on a private profile, he does own Veilguard, and allegedly he has played it. I think 14 does? Interesting. So, this is the part I was talking to Sarge, and I was like, I can't believe he's trying to play victim and not, like, he's trying to play the victim and not fucking own up to the quote. And I was like, I'll just grab the source for the quote directly. Like, I was like, why not? Send me a Steam invite. Wait, what? Wait, me, CJ? Anyway, all I offered was a friendly race to 100% on Dustborn. No need to get that upset, my friend. You can see I have the mouse icon, I own the game. I just wanted to offer some friendly competition. Hang on. Oh, I don't have Steam open actually at the moment. CJ. There's actually, there's an interesting friend request I've received, on Steam. I received this, by the way. I didn't obviously go out and get it. I don't know if it's legit or not. It's really weird. And I have one friend in common, which is really, really odd, because the friend is James. And I haven't actually asked James about this to see if it's legit or not, but I want to know what's up with it. Because, I'm surprised James is friends with the... It's a dev account for the game, Corpheus? I think is the thing. Like, the game looks odd, and I don't know what it is exactly. I'll have to ask James what's up with that. I think it was James. Hold on, let me double check. Oh no, it's Zephyr. It's not James, it's Zephyr. But I don't know, it's a very sus account. It's very sus. Sorry, anyway, then I was like, this is why I do what I do. Because I already had the tab open with the actual quote, and if you're curious what that links to, I got a screenshot of it and I was like, fuck it. It's, oh my god, why is it so small? It's blurry as shit. But yeah, here's the quote. If you come back in a year, I'll have it displayed on platinum. Heck, you find like that, come back 3 months early. Blah, 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 there you go. Like, thanks, bro. So I don't know how you can. Whoop. Oh, that's regular size. Okay. So I don't know how you can like try to double back on that when it's a public post that I just so happened to have stumbled across at the time of it being up before it got nuked, to have it archived forever, so it's immortalized. So I don't know, man. I know I'm missing out on a lot of bingo spaces right now, but playing the victim is definitely today's topic, all right? Because he asked for this, and this is just what happened in response. Okay, so hang on. I need to go back because there's new stuff now. Yeah. This is the thing I wanted to respond to. So okay, real quick talk. Right after this, Jimsid responded. Sorry, Jimsid got banned. Like his fancy account. What is it? Oh my god. The account that was talking previously got banned, right? The one with the A and E as a profile pic. I mean, that's fair, CJ. I mean, all I do is shitpost on Steam, so that's about it. Oh, and play Marvel Rivals with Caboose. I forgot. I also play Marvel Rivals. There's that as well. But holy shit. This is when the account that he was using got banned, and a few posts started to get deleted at this point. But faster than the speed of light. I don't know how he did this, because it normally would take time. At least as far as I'm aware, it would take time to log out and then log back in with a different account. Even if you have like two-factor authentication, you'd have to fucking do all that shit as well. He came back and he posted this. Now, this is an interesting post because buy and play games. I mean, that's fair, CJ. I need to, what I should do at some point, I don't know when, I need to do what Rocket does and have like a backlog of Steam games to try and like get, at least just to play them, you know? Like I've gotten so much shit from like Humble Bundle and I just don't play them. Like they're there. That's why I stopped redeeming the codes as well, is because like I already have so much shit that I'll never play. Like I can't keep adding more shit that I know I'm not going to play. Like absurd. Box's theme is wild. Is multi-boxing the thing where you have like shared libraries and stuff, or am I thinking of something else? But anyway, or do you mean like having multiple accounts ready to go? Might have confused me here, CJ. Anyway, so I wanted to respond to this post. Let me just read it.
You really have issues, man. It can't be stated enough. You come back to months old threads to harass and bully people you don't know to get content for a Twitch channel. That's twisted. How many times a day do you think about me? A person you don't know on a Steam forum. Get better soon.
So, let me unpack this. I really wanted to respond to this, but as I was typing out my response, the thing got deleted. This is when the big nuke happened and everything got rolled back to when it was just me asking him, did you complete the game? Or did you platinum the game? That's when everything got nuked, and there was this post was gone as well. I just thought it was so fucking funny because like the main thing I wanted to comment on was how many times did you think about me? And I was like, every single moment of every single day, Jimsid. You are constantly on my mind. And I'm not wrong, like he's I think about him every minute, all right? Every single day. Not a day goes by where I'm not worried about Jimsid if he's still around or not. Okay? Especially when he was gone for ages, all right? That's a lot, hentai. My god. Oh, I see, CJ. I see. I mean, I imagine that's the case, but like, I gotta wonder why he does it. Like, there has to be a reason, right? And like, maybe if you were banned, you know, from the thread for false reporting other people, maybe just don't. Like, maybe just stop. Don't do it, you know? Like, maybe just fuck it. Like, that's it. Okay. Like, I think you've cooked enough. That's enough for one day. But no, Jimsid immediately, faster than anyone can ever imagine, swapped to his alt account and kept going. And again, I wanted to respond to this, but you'll notice that it's also post 49. This was post like 69 at the time of me like quoting it, and it's obviously it's all gone. However, while I was talking to Sarge, Jimsid said something else in passing, not directly to me, but he said he just said something again, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. Because while this was going on, I just sent him a friend request, because I'm like, I still do want to be friends, so we could just have a chat, you know? Like, I'm not adverse to the idea of just talking, you know? Like, I would love to just have a chat. But he responded, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but basically he responded to rejecting my friend request later on an alt account in the same thread, and that's when I was like, okay, I'll finish typing out what I was gonna say to this response and put that as a little tagline as well, because it's kind of relevant to what I said. You'll see in a bit. Anyway, once everything got sorted, this was the latest and last post in that thread. Was,
moderators, please lock the thread. Enough.
And I thought, and then it was quiet, right? Then it was quiet for like an hour or so, and nobody said anything. So I was like, okay, I guess that's the end of the Jimsid saga. It's over. The thread wasn't locked, however, and it never did get locked. And nor did the moderator who was deleting everything reveal themselves, which is another reason why I think it was why it was the Red Thread dev team account that did it. Which, because usually if Steam moderation does it, they'll lock the thread like immediately. You know, oh, fair enough, CJ, fair enough. Fucking irony. I mean, if he can't win, just shut it down. Just shut it down. And I basically just started playing Skyrim again, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't have to do that. But it kept going. I came back, cause Sarge pinged me again, and Zalfir has picked up the torch. So Zalfir started talking to Jimsid now, and like, I'm surprised Jimsid is still awake, like still ready to talk, because he's not. I should mention, he was not talking in any of the threads. He sent one message to a thread in the Unknown 9 thread that he had, and that's it. Everything else is just from this one thread. I don't know what he's doing with this time, but like, there's other games out there, man. Like, is he not gonna buy Avowed? Is he not? Anyway. Oh, I got you, CJ. I got you. Speaking of, there actually is. So, I feel kind of shitty about this. Humble Bundle has in their humble choice thing has given out Bum Rush Cyberpunk, and I don't know what to do with that copy because I just got it on Steam like the other day when I wanted to do the modded playthrough of it, and I'm like, well, now it's free. Like, fuck. So I just have a bonus copy of it for some reason. Some anime game? No, hentai. If you're curious, I'll give you a quick squiz. Hang on. Oh. It's still $70. $70. Fucking hell, bro. That's insane. Anyway, oh, the reviews are mixed now. Interesting. they were massively negative. I think the community is still like dead. Oh, yeah, it's kind of dead. It's kind of dead. Essentially, it's I guess it's like an Assassin's Creed-esque, like Uncharted-ish kind of stealth game, or whatever you want to say. I don't know what the game is about. I can't really speak about it, but you have some cool sand powers, and you gotta be stealthy and whatnot. But people didn't like it because it's, you know, sweet baby DEI bullshit, so there's that whole aspect of it. And also it was included free with some AMD software, or sorry, AMD hardware, and people just didn't like the game. Like, they just straight up didn't like the game, and the hardware they bought it with did not help the game in any way. Like, it looks like a PS2 game. So, essentially, yeah. There's Dark Souls 3. Ooh, I actually picked that up for cheap as well. That was on sale when I wanted to get it, which I was lucky for. Because, I do love me some Dark Souls 3. Just Western... Yeah, it's basically just Western slop, yeah. It's, it look... I know it's published by Bandai Namco. Obviously, it's made by a different company that I don't know. But, published by Bandai Namco, so they got the big money. It's not... Like... It looks like a Ubisoft game. Like, it's the best way I can put it. It just looks like a Ubisoft game. Anyway, the main thread, by the way, you can't post in it unless you're an owner, which is interesting. That's why obviously nobody says anything here. But in other, you can actually speak if you don't own the game. And oh shit! Wait, somebody actually responded to this. So this was Jimsid's post, and this is what he responded to while doing that nonsense. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, did you see that was me though? It was a cameo. Here it was.
Imagine trolling the forums of games you don't own to promote your far-right agenda, lol.
Oh hell, who let this character back in? That's pretty good. I think it's my fault, post. I'm sorry. I think it's partially my fault, because he said this after doing the fucking shit in the Dustborn forums. So like it's kind of my fault. Jimsid's getting famous. He's not famous enough, hentai. He's not famous enough, because I made like a fake Jimsid post in the Avowed Steam discussions, and like nobody kind of knew who he was. There was like 1 or 2 people that caught wind of the name, but he didn't appear. I thought doing that would get Jimsid to appear, because that's the kind of shit that he always says all the time. Is like, we need to lock the forum down to game owners only. Obviously, from my perspective, that was a full-on shit post. So I didn't expect for it to get any traction at all. But I was really hoping that Jimsid would just appear in that thread and like get it taken down. Like, that's what I was fully expecting. Because during... It's so weird to think about, but during like the Jimsid era, like I think roughly it wasn't September, it was like probably October-ish to November. Like you'd be getting like so much Jimsid all over the place in all of the common threads where all the other common far right-wing people hang out. So like everybody kind of knew who Jimsid was. Like he's that guy with those alt accounts that keeps saying insane shit and keeps getting banned. He's that guy. Like everybody knew. Of course now, if you utter the word Jimsid, he's not as infamous anymore. Nobody really knows who he is. Everyone's kind of moved on. And I'm like, damn. He was so popular for a time. He was so popular. But I guess 2 months of being like out of the loop, that'll do it to you. That'll do it to you. Anyway, so after this, Zalfir picks up a torch. He's like, so, you say you'll report everyone while simultaneously directly insulting them. Then you ban evade. Then you ask to lock the thread, even though there's 3 people discussing things here, and all you have to do is respond if you don't like the thread. Oh, not respond if you don't like the thread. Seriously, man? Zalfir has a really good point here, by the way. Because Jimsid has said, numerous times. Numerous, in fact. That were all blocked, by the way. He actually hasn't blocked me because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to send a friend request to him. I can't send friend requests to people who have me blocked, which, god damn it, Screwed. One day I will friend you if you ever wake up again, I swear to god. But Screwed actually has me blocked legitimately, so I can't friend him anymore, sadly. I don't know how I rubbed him the wrong way, but I guess I did. I'm sorry. But Jimsid doesn't have me blocked for some reason. Like, I can still friend him again, I guess. Steam Deck is worth getting. I actually don't know. Battery's awful. I mean, I could say the same thing about the MetaQuest 3. The battery on that is fucking awful, but it does have some positives. Probably not enough to justify the price, but the battery life being one of them. I'm assuming a Steam Deck is kind of neat because I know there's some neat shit you can do with emulation in regards to other things. Like I probably shouldn't be talking about this openly on a big Twitch stream that could have legal action taken upon it by Jimsid at any point, and I get sued. But there are emulators that you can use through the Steam Deck to play like other retro games if you wanted to, which, you know, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, that would make it worth it for me, because then that's infinite games. All right, including, I believe, and I don't quote me on this, but I believe people have gotten Switch games running on a Steam Deck through emulation as well. So like, I mean, I would consider it superior to the Switch, for obvious reasons. But I mean, you know, Nintendo getting on that Switch 2, all right, coming out soon with Smell-O-Vision. Can't wait. Some older Switch games. Yeah, like I think Breath of the Wild is what it was, or Mario Odyssey. I don't know about the more recent stuff. Not too sure about that. Oh, also, speaking of games that are coming out, I don't know if this is true or not, but did Assassin's Creed Shadows get pushed back again to March? Because I saw that. I don't know if the post is real or not. But there was something about it getting pushed back to March 20th, which is like the release date for Xenoblade Chronicles X, for some reason. I don't, like, as if that's gonna help them, but sure. A Lego Game Boy. Oh yeah, CJ. I guess, yeah, in comparison to like getting an actual PC, that makes sense. I have never, like, if I got a Steam Deck though, I would not be using it to play, you know, high-end PC games. I'd probably just be using it to play like Stardew Valley or some shit. Like I don't know. Oh, well, Balatro, like. I wonder if you could probably play Minecraft on it. You can play Minecraft on like anything these days. Yeah, Hento, that's what I was thinking. Because, like, I don't know if you can or how you would play, like, Cyberpunk 2077 on a Steam Deck. It would be cool for the novel experience of doing so, but I don't know. Literally falling apart. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, fair enough. Goddamn. Sorry, anyway, back to Jimsid.
The ones insulting people are you and your friends here, not me.
Also, Zalfir technically is on my friends list. I wonder if Jimsid checked my friends list and he noticed that both Sarge and Zalfir were both on my friends list.
And yes, thread must be locked. There is no discussion happening, just harassment towards me. Big difference. Yep, seriously. If you think I'm the type of person to bow their head to your behavior, you are wrong.
Now, what's funny is Zalfir had the same thing to say about that, which is what I said to him as well. Because He says he's all for, this is another reason why I think he's trolling, by the way. He says he's all for inclusivity and diversity and inclusivity. Mainly inclusivity is the big one I'm trying to point out here. Is like, it's very anti-inclusive for him to say something like that. Like, you don't have to bow your head, you just have to talk to people, for fuck's sake. Like Jesus Christ. Anyway, this part I found kind of funny because he could have quoted anything else. This was a quote from way earlier in the thread, but like after the first nuking happened. That's when this quote happened. I don't know why he quoted that one and not like the one about the platinuming. I know he did it just to give me a notification, which I mean that's fine obviously, but like that's just weird why he picked that one. I don't know why it was that one. And it's also like accurate, to be fair, in Jimsid's defense, it's accurate because at this point everything got nuked, so whatever we were talking about like an hour ago is gone. So like, doesn't matter. Lowest setting possible, goddamn. I mean, at that point I was playing like the Switch version of Cyberpunk. Decent gaming laptop. I've heard that they do exist. Whatever Caboose, I don't know what brand of laptop Caboose was using, but Caboose, he was streaming off of like a laptop earlier, earlier in like last year. I don't know how he was able to do that off of a laptop, because like he was playing you know, more intensive things than Master Duel and still streaming it, so it must have been a pretty fucking good laptop, alright? Room for the PC. I mean, makes sense. Sorry, but I saw this, and this is what prompted me to actually post the thing that I was gonna post before, because this means that I honestly didn't think he'd ever see the friend request, because why would he see the friend request? He's on 2 different alt accounts at the moment, and I sent the friend request to his main account. So how is he active on his main? And if he's active on his main, why doesn't he use his main account? Why is he throwing the alts? Why is he throwing those? Like, I don't get why you wouldn't just talk on your main account at this point. I don't see a reason not to. Just way more expensive. I mean, that makes sense because I have to design it for like, you know, portability. The PC I'm using, if you're wondering, I think only costed, granted, I think it was only around like 1.6, like, you know, $1,600, but the main big spending points were the graphics card and the monitor, which I don't think are really necessary. Graphics card, yeah, but the monitor, not really, no. I think, I guess it depends on who you ask, but I've heard that just having like a 144 hertz monitor is like good enough for basically anything. If you ever choose to want to play with fancy frame rates, then like that's what you pretty much go to. Otherwise, like having a 60 hertz monitor is like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, but like, I don't know. There's something else I was gonna mention as well, because like, given being a streamer and stuff, I think I might have fucked up by getting. I think I have an i7 core. It's Intel, but like, I probably should have gotten an i9. I just know that it's way more expensive to do so. Like, that's the most expensive part of a fucking PC, is the CPU. And like, I probably should have not cheaped out on that. Like, that's probably worth a lot more. I mean, that makes sense, CJ. I don't think I'd be able to recommend whatever the fuck Caboose is using, because he showed me his specs. He spent like $5,000 on a rig, over $5,000 on a rig. But on the plus side, he can basically play anything. Even Minecraft with max settings. So like, I guess it's worth. Like the biggest test of if your PC can run anything is, can it run Minecraft? All right, because I'm always stunned at how graphically intensive Minecraft can be at times. Like shit, if it can run Minecraft, can it run Minecraft with shaders though? Like whoa. It is insane, CJ. Like I've tried streaming it a few times, but like you'd have to turn your settings like way down. I don't know if it's just because my computer sucks, probably does, but like just using like fancy textures is too much. Like having transparent leaves is too much. That's like so intensive, especially modded. Oh, definitely. Also, hang on, shit. Zalfer's response. You called people bigots. You said they need psychiatric help. And you've called people vile bigots, etc. No one has said anything like that to you. As for the discussion, it was about completing the game. You've even got someone's comment thanking someone else for buying them the game so they could complete it too. Removed. If you don't like the thread, and it's legitimate discussion, why did you jump on with your alt account to ban evade and ask for it to be taken down? Are you just vindicative? He's got a point. He could have just left it. Like, after everything got removed, he could have just not said anything. Gone total silent. And I don't know why he didn't. But anyway, here's the fun part.
And these people fully deserve all those characterizations, as they did not only harass me, but tracked my personal information and threatened my home and my family members, such as my mother on Twitch, and other threads here. So yes, I will defend myself from this behavior. Sorry that it bothers you.
I'd like to point out that nobody directly threatened his family. We just wanted his privacy. That's all. We just wanted him to private his account. So that way people, unlike us, well, I say us, like, you know, Loster who gave me the info, would not be able to actually find his address. Because, and like, I hate talking about it because I'm trying to specifically, I tried specifically not talking about it because of how fucking obvious it is. But he's clearly not listening to the, just private it, man. Just get rid of it. It's like, you can change it to like fucking 123 Smartsville, all right? You don't have to fucking have it as your actual fucking address. But no, it's all there, man. Oh, it's all there. And like, I know the reason why he did it too. It's because when he made his new account, he wants it to be legit. So, you know, Steam doesn't take him out for ban evading. Like, he needs to have money in his wallet in order to like contribute to any of these discussions on his alt account. So I'd assume that was his thought process for doing it, but you don't actually need that. Like, you really don't. 1.16. I actually haven't played normal Minecraft. Like, I think I thought there was something Minecraft adjacent that happened. I'm not gonna load up the launcher. I'm tempted to though. There was a mod pack I was interested in. I forgot what it was called now though. But it was like, it was kind of on the latest version of Minecraft. I've been so far out of the loop with Minecraft updates. I don't know what even is the vanilla anymore. Can't stand vanilla Minecraft. I don't mind old school vanilla Minecraft because I knew what it was like. Now, current version vanilla Minecraft is so different in comparison. I just don't know how to even play the game. Like, I legitimately don't know what to do. Because there's just so much stuff. There's just so much stuff. It's either fair enough. I'm trying to think what it was, because I started playing. There was a mod pack. I forget what it fucking was though. 1.12 mod. Isn't that the... Oh, I don't know if that's the golden era. I know a lot of my friends play modded Minecraft on the version... It's before when they changed the melee update. I don't know when that happened, where you could like... We had to wait between swings. Whatever version of Minecraft that was, I don't remember. 1.7, that sounds about right. Because I remember the old stuff of like Tinker's Construct and stuff. 1.12 is the content. Okay. That's what it is. It's driving me nuts. I have to find it. Let me just open CurseForge. It's in the back of my mind. If OBS crashes, uh-oh. I'm a little scared that it might. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Because I want to close it as soon as it happens. I know it might have been Cobblemon. I'm not sure. Because I know there was a new Pixelmon version. Buying stuff as a play with others. Wait, do you not have to do that anymore? Oh, it was the steampunk. The steampunk mod pack. That's what it was, right? Because it had the thing that Mopi likes. Holy shit. Colonies, mine colonies. That's what it was. It's that mod. Holy fuck. Mine colonies is pretty good. And of course, everybody loves the create mod because the create mod is kind of cool. Where's mod called Essential? Really? Holy shit. I don't think I know about that. Anyway, sorry. I like Jimsid's over-exaggeration of what happened that day, by the way. It was kind of ridiculous. Also, I don't know what the other thread he's talking about is. I know a lot of people have said some pretty mean shit to him in other threads, but like, not specifically me. Maybe Sarge has. I don't know, but I don't think I've ever said anything specifically mean or derogatory towards him. Like, I don't know. Maybe it could be misconstrued like that. With the patronizing and condescending tone of the time where I actually wanted to talk to him. But, nothing to, like, I didn't call him a cunt. Like, I don't know. A Bedrock edition. Isn't Bedrock the, that's the one that's like Minecraft for all, right? Like that's the same version on all variations of Minecraft, like Switch, Android, Windows, like they're all, yeah. Like the non-Java version. Sorry, anyway,
I'm glad I got the comments of all those trolls removed. And I want the thread locked.
Again, the main one that started this whole thing isn't removed. I think it's in here. Is this supposed? Yeah, no. I guess I can continue reading now because these are all like those posts. But this one didn't get removed. This is like the main thing that just necroed and started the whole thing. So like, I don't know, man. That one didn't go away. So whatever. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that, CJ. That's why I was like, surely it's still the same, right? Because someone, you still gotta buy money. Oh, sorry, you still gotta use money, right? For a server. Anyway,
the thread was about reviewing the members of the Dustborn crew, not to harass me.
after the very first post, like after the actual opener for the thread, it was never about discussing the crew any further than that, and that was the only post that ever talked about the crew.
I am a normal person in a sea of insanity and hear from agenda-driven far-righters who aim not just to harass the developer with death threats, but the players of Dustborn as well.
Alright, Jimsid. Could you tell me where I sent Red Thread death threats? Because I've had a few posts talking about them a couple of times. There's actually one the other day where they were talking about found families, and I was like, isn't Futurama about found families as well? Because a lot of people were kind of against, well, not against not against specifically, but the game promotes it. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's just that it does. And I was like, there are, like, you know, good forms of media out there that do the same thing. Futurama being one of them. Which is why I wanted to make the comparison. And then they commented being like, you know, that's a pretty cool comparison. If the crew of Dustborn were Futurama characters, which one would they be? And I'm like, well, aside from the obvious fact of Bender being Seethe, alright, like, because they're fucking robots, my guess would be that Ziggy is like Leela, right? Because Ziggy's got one eye. Haha. Haha. Holy shit, CJ, that is actually a really cool mod. What the fuck? I haven't heard of that mod before. That's pretty neat. I didn't know you could do that. That seems like necessary. I'll have to talk to Llama about that actually, because I'm sure he'll be down for something like that. Also, not having to pay for a server. All right. A couple of years now. Interesting. I haven't tried playing with friends recently. I think since Mopey bought a server. I know Mopey did that once. Role playing on that for a while. That's probably a year ago now, though, to be fair. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, the death threats to the players. Understood. Understood, Jimsid. Wonderful. Of course, Zalfir claps back. Why is it so fucking small? This is entirely made up. Nothing more needs to be said. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. The whole fucking thing was basically just made up. Like, it's a extreme over exaggeration of the events of what he thinks happened, basically. And now this one's so big.
And reported. Nothing else needs to be said indeed.
Like, again, why report him? Why did you respond if you don't like the thread? Did you want to continue this discussion? All of this has been off topic, by the way. No one's ever circled back, and Jimsid himself hasn't circled back to the main topic at hand originally, which is, you know, the crew behind Dustborn, right? The crew of Dustborn, right? And you know what's so funny? One of the earlier posts asked Jimsid if he could update or give his thoughts on Ziggy and Eli in the crew as well, because they're also part of the crew. Soul's part of the crew, CT's part of the crew. Like, there's more to the crew. Even Nine and Ruth are pretty much part of the crew a little bit. Like, even though they're barely shown at the end of the game. Why not update it with those? Why not add... Holding 6 at least has the decency to update his threads with information that he finds out later on, right? Jimsid could easily do that. You want to know why he hasn't done that? He said it himself. He hasn't gotten to them yet. And he never will. Like, I would genuinely love to know his opinion on some of the other characters, even if they're fabricated bullshit lines. I would still love to know what he has to say about the other characters of the crew, because they're all considered part of the crew. They all are. Not just the main 4. Non-binary. It's your piece. Oh, it's like peer-to-peer then, yeah. But again, that's why I think he's just troll. It's another, if it wasn't already obvious, it's another reason why I think Jimsid is just trolling. All right.
Oh. No. I want the thread locked. There is no discussion going on. As I said, just harassment towards me and my family.
Again, like, where? In this thread, where?
Thread locking is the least of measures that need to be taken against some users here. Legal measures and courts should be involved.
I wish he went through with this. I know he's not, because it's the dumbest shit on the planet, but I wholeheartedly wish he like actually went through with trying to get me sued. It would be so fucking funny. It would be so funny. Because how do you even settle an international case like that? Like, what? Like, that's impossible, bro. You're just gonna walk in and be like, some guy's harassing me online. It's like, have you tried blocking them?
Yes.
Well, what's the problem?
He's still harassing me.
Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Be a landslide defeat. Oh, immensely. Immensely. Like, dude, if I had the option, I would counter sue. All right, just saying. If I had the option, I would sue for defamation. All right. He could do that. He could do that actually. Not that he has any sort of brand name to begin with. It's not. I don't think Jimsid is like the fucking CEO of Tesla. All right. Like I don't think there's any defamation case to be made against him. Anyway, threatening legal action for made-up ideas that paint you as the victim isn't very friendly. Surely you've got a more tolerant and inclusive way to conduct yourself than that. Again, Zalfir, it's got a point. It's got a point. I wish it wasn't so blurry on stream. Oh, I guess this one's not very fucking blurry.
Made up ideas? Of course, another report coming your way.
I mentioned this to Sarge, but like the way he announces that he's reported somebody also makes me think he's a troll. Like, it's like textbook 101 in order to farm engagement is to just announce that you've reported someone.
And no, I'm not tolerant towards people harassing and threatening me and my family. You can be if you want. I won't.
You know, every time he says it, it makes me want to put a gun to his head and force him to private his alt accounts. Like, actually threaten him into privating his other accounts. Because at this point, I've been nice. At this point, I just want him to fucking private his other accounts. Remove his actual identity off the fucking internet. So he doesn't get doxxed. For the love of God. Like, holy shit. Are the people harassing and threatening you in the room with you right now? Again, I didn't know this conversation was happening at this time, by the way. Like, I only stumbled across it later. Because I think I only said one other thing to Jimsid after this point. It was just one thing. Oh god, and it's also like a ways from now too.
Nope, but they are on this thread. Unknown Samurai and his Twitch viewers. 3 of them.
Well, I don't know why he specifies 3 every time. It's like 3, then it's 2 to 3, and it's 3 again. It's what? Shit, man, I got 4 right now. That's too many. Guys, get out of here. What are you doing? The number's incorrect. Actually happening at this point. I mean, like, I'm pretty much given up. That's why I'm like done with this. Like, I've pretty much given up. This is the end. This is the end of the saga. From this point forward, I don't give a shit what happens to Jimsid. I don't give a fucking care in the world if he gets doxxed or actually harassed. I don't give a shit. All right, I said what I had to say. I'm moving on. All right, like, fuck. Blue Monarch, oh, you missed some of the best shit already. Like, this is all, well, I guess this stuff hasn't been nuked yet. The thread's been locked though. But this stuff from earlier got nuked. This is all from last night, by the way. It just all happened in a flash. Like, basically within an hour, Jimsid came back, he was banned, and then he went to his alt account, and then got locked. So, the whole fucking insane amount of shit. But, Jimsid, I love the free promotion. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Keep the bucket going. My reports will keep coming.
I'd really like to know what I've done to deserve a report. I'm trying to help you. Meanwhile, you've done many things. Denigrating people, making harmful accusations with no proof, trolling, baiting, ban evading. It's a pretty long list. Meanwhile, I'm being rather friendly. So, what's the basis of your reports? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Sarge came back briefly. Well, haters aside, can you tell me as a new Dustborn owner what excitement I will be in store for? How's the ending? Is it a cliffhanger? Oh, I hate those. I mean, maybe it didn't 100% the game. I can respect that sometimes. I can't do it either. But you surely have made it to the end, my friend. Is it a good payoff for the effort? Also, Blue Monarch, if you're curious about how this all started, if you want to know what the fuck is going on, it all kind of started with this, right? So I randomly stumbled across this from back in the archives, right?
If you come back in 3 months, really, I plan to platinum it before the end of the year.
I plan to platinum it before the end of the year. His words, not mine. I held him to that. I quoted him, being like, "Did you platinum it?" And then he got mad, and then he got really mad. Where is it? Yeah, here. It's this. He didn't platinum the game, by the way. Based on his responses, he has not platinumed the game. He hasn't beaten it. I doubt he's gotten more than 29 minutes in it still, to this day. Which is a shame, considering the devs are putting in work. For people like him, by the way, who praise the game, they're adding more content, and he's not seeing the new content. Oh, and what's so funny is Sarge is actually getting to see the new content, because he's playing it for the first time now. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Sorry, anyway.
Help me. You want to help this community in general? A, buy the game and play it, and then form an opinion. And B, report behavior such as those from Unknown Samurai and Sergey. Who the fuck is Sergey?
I know he's about Sarge, but like, please, man, come on.
I have simply defended myself from harassment. The basis of my reports towards you is A, harassment, and B, mocking behavior. Anything else?
Anything that comes out of anybody's mouth is already immediately a form of harassment. How? How do you live in that world? How do you get around day to day? What is a normal day in the life of Jimsid? Like, that you're constantly getting harassed. Like, you wake up, you walk outside, your neighbor is like, "How's it going, Jimsid?" And he's like, "Harassment." Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, CJ, I don't know if the enhance is gonna work. I'll give you a fake enhance. Hang on. How's this? How's this? You go down to Macca's, pull up to the drive-thru. They're like, "Can I get your order?" And you're like, "Harassment!" And then you just drive away. I'm not gonna give you my order if you ask like that. Such a mocking tone of voice. I'll never give you my order. Like, how do you get around? Like, what do you do? How do you know if anyone's in life is being genuine? Alright, we'll have to unenhance for this one.
I am not your friend. Play the game. If you play games, which I doubt.
I don't know if he's confusing me with Sarge or Sergey, sorry.
And find out yourself. Or ask your friend, the Unknown Samurai.
Thank you, Jimsid. Thank you. No, oh, yeah. That's exactly what happened, Blue Monarch. He reported me for harassment. I don't receive anything from the reports, by the way. Like, if he wanted to actually report my post, he could bring up like a fabricated quote, because again, like, the quote in general technically got nuked because it wasn't part of the archives from the thread. So I'm technically, indirectly, talking about a banned or deleted comment, which technically, well, I guess by technicality, could be grounds for a ban, because you're not supposed to do that on Steam. But I can't help myself. But that's not what he reported me for. So like, you have your chance. You can get around it. Whatever. Harassment just comes at you. Also, it's so funny to think that Sergey, it doesn't play games. He plays more fucking games than I do. And I play some games. Alright. He's fucking finished both like Metaphor, ReFantazio, and like Dragon Quest 3, the remake. I want to play both of those right now. Those are still high on my list of things I want to play. And I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to before Monster Hunter Wilds comes out. Because as soon as that fucking shit comes out, I'm probably not going to play another game ever again. Fucking hell. Anyway, I love the shoutouts to Unknown Samurai. Sorry, here's the fucking receipts. I indeed play games. He also linked his Steam profile if you're curious. Lots of them. 5,200 plus, in fact. Now I have the joy of enjoying this game thanks to Unknown Samurai. I was just simply asking you if you thought the ending was worth it. I just played Dragon Quest 3, and I gotta say, if they didn't add the extra part that wasn't in the original NES story, I'd probably be disappointed. Were you disappointed in this game? Do you have any opinions on the ending? Did you reach the ending? Oh, I just want to know your thoughts, my friend. You are a righteous champion of goodness. What do you feel about this game after your initial thoughts? I really do value your opinion, because if I don't get other people's opinions on the other side of me, how could I make sound decisions about what's good and just? Not gonna lie. Real talk? This is an actual serious question here. Like, I don't know why Jimsid just didn't specifically respond to this one. Obviously, I know why, because he's fucking trolling. But like, this is... If Jimsid wanted to have a decent, normal conversation with another human being, this is the part that you would focus on and just talk about this. Like, did you reach... It's like, were you disappointed in the game? No, I loved the game. Do you have any opinions on the ending? Yes, I had some opinions. Did you reach the ending? No, I didn't reach the ending myself, but I've seen the ending through other playthroughs. I just want to know your thoughts, my friend. You are a righteous champion of goodness. What do you feel of this game and your initial thoughts? And this is where he could add more thoughts about the other characters that he may have seen had he not actually played the game far enough to get to see them. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I was also paraphrasing Jimsid by there. I have played the game, by the way, in case anybody's watching this in the super far dystopian future of Dustborn. All right, okay. I have finished the game. I have probably said countless times my actual opinions on it. So they're there. They're in the game. Yeah. Yeah, Jimsid. Sorry, Blue Monarch. I'm so sorry that I fucking called you Jimsid. I really apologize. He's just in the he's in the back of my mind. So, funny you mentioned that. This is the thread where we talked about it. So, where was it? Where was it? Was it here? Oh yeah. This is the type of people who own the game. You do, again, by me, you do realize there's a subcategory in the discussion of those specific game owners. Jordan games to have fun gaming. And then he's like, where was it? Nope, no such thing exists as a subforum, just checked. And then I fucking posted the actual image of what the subforum looks like, and it's right here, by the way. Also, shout out to artists, by the way. And then Sarge had to specifically point it out that you have to go and look at it on your other thing. And eventually, You're too mad, bigoted troll. Calm down, I will. This is why, again, like, I think this is the real Jimsid. This post right here, I think this is the real Jimsid behind the mask. Because, like, I think it's all a facade. I know I keep saying he's a troll. I think this is the real Jimsid. Like, the buzzwords are just part of his vocabulary, right? Like, he can't have a normal conversation without using the buzzwords. That's why I think this is actually a genuine, honest to God, real post. Like, because you can obviously just remove the bigoted troll part. Like, oh, you're being a little loud. Calm down. I will go check it out. All right. Like holy shit. That's the most human I've ever seen this guy. All right. And then of course, yes, it's very nice that it's there. He hasn't posted in that thread since it was pointed out to him in fucking October. Like, my brother in Christ. Use that main. Oh, it's not that the thing it's not that what Sarge said was bigoted. It's the fact that Sarge is not automatically or obviously on the far left extremist side. So, and doesn't agree with obviously everything that Jimsid says. So, by that logic, he's immediately a far right bigoted Russian troll account. Okay? Like, in Jimsid's eyes, everyone that he interacts with is a far right bigot, extremist, fucking chud or whatever the fuck. All right, but the thread exists. You can go there, have a chat with people that own the game. There are game owners there that actually do talk, mainly holding 6 and bug fragged. They do have conversations there about the game, and it's pretty cool. If you want to actually talk about the game with people that own the game, I would suggest the Discord first, and then I would suggest the game owner discussion forum for Dustborn. But wait, he's not in the Discord, is he?
So, what are you gonna do now? Kill yourself?
Yes.
That's what I recommend.
No. There's no user called Jimsid in the Discord. Why did he not join the Discord for a game he loves so much? I even joined it. What the fuck? What? Anyway, moving on. Oh wait, where were we up to? Up to this one here. Larry, spelling opinions and whatnot. Anyway, that all happened in that thread, by the way, which is crazy. You could consider that derailing. Oh my god. I don't see how I've been harassing you. I've only shown you empathy. But it's clear you have some kind of problem with the people here. I've enjoyed our little chat, and I hope you have too. But it's late where I am. Good luck in all future endeavors, my friend. So, if you're wondering why he says it's late, Zalfir lives in the same country that I am from, if you could believe it. And this was like after midnight. All of this was going down after midnight. Which is why I just didn't have much energy left, because I just wanted to fucking play Skyrim and go to bed. Like, that's it. I had to work today. But anyway, it kept going. Also, do keep in mind, this was happening at the same time as... Hang on, let me grab it. Let me grab it. I'm assuming this other thread has been popping off too lately. Whoa. Well, what the fuck is this? Wait, this was posted recently? Somebody already made a post like that, like a second ago. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. I'm actually curious now. Where's the other one? Yeah. Oh, it's the same guy! Wait! Hang on! Hedgehog, please. Please, you're baiting. What are you doing? What are you doing? Real talk though, wait, hang on. This just got another post. The devs have thought about making a sequel though. I wouldn't be opposed to a sequel. I think it'd be kind of okay. Depends on how they implement it though, but I think it'd be kind of neat. What? Oh, right. They wait, hang on. I don't know why he's talking about this. They debunked this in the devs anyway. Debunked this in the other thread that this guy made, where it wasn't specifically Trump's, you know, electoral campaign that inspired Dustborn. It was multiple elections that inspired Dustborn. It's just that that was the one that everybody took notice of because it had the big D man in it. All right. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So good luck in your dev's friend. Okay. Sorry. Oh. The whole reason why I did that. This thread, this one. This was popping off at the exact same time as the other one. I don't think I've read it fully because it had Shrek. Oh, Lostrun, you've been called out a few times, by the way, by Jimsid on today's little Steam discussion endeavor. Just so you're aware, he doesn't like that you physically threatened his mother on Twitch, by the way. Just so you're aware. I don't know where he's pulling that one from, but fucking hell.
For the Lostrun, you caught a junk, some keys weighing 0.22 kilos worth 11 gold.
Kilos.
You now have 33,001 gold.
Oh wow, she said that correctly. I was gonna say, oh yeah, so this was popping off at the exact same time as the you know, the other thread, this one, and I was really hoping that Houseman, Holding 6, maybe even Loot Hunter would drop in and say hi. I can imagine why they wouldn't or why they didn't, but I really wanted to know what Holding 6 would think of Jimsid. I'm just curious, because it would have been amazing to see his reaction. Holding 6 has not interacted with or seen Jimsid, because Holding 6 appeared after the initial Jimsid saga. He didn't see him. He doesn't know who he is. Houseman as well, I don't think knows who Jimsid is. Oh wait, no. Houseman has seen Jimsid because he got him to come over to the religion thread, I think, initially. Shrek and Jimsid would be like, if that happens, I'll do a bonus stream of Steam discussions. I don't think it'll ever happen because Shrek is still around, by the way. Shrek's been yapping. There's a is it in this one? I think it might be in that one, actually. There's a really big Shrek yap, and I wanna read it. I don't know if we'll get time to read it tonight, but I wanna show that one off. But anyway, having them both talk at length about extreme non-issues would be hilarious. Like, holy fuck. A new enigma? Oh my goodness, Lostrun. Basically, Lostrun, I was gonna send you a screenshot of this, but for a brief recap, the thing in question is this quote from Jimsid, this one. If you come back in a year, I'll have it displayed as platinum. Heck, you'll even find... So heck, you will find it like that if you come back in 3 months, really. I plan to platinum it before the end of the year. I just happened to randomly see this. Purely by chance. Because I completely forgot about this. And I was like, wow, he actually did call out somebody to come back in, like, by the end of the year and ask him if he's done it. And obviously, I'm pretty sure everybody forgot about this. Because I too also forgot about it until I just randomly stumbled across my old fucking stream from the other day. I say the other day, like 3 months ago. And I asked him, like, hang on, where is it? down here. Because I necroed the whole thing just to say, like, did you platinum the game? I just came back and was like, did you? Did you, though? And then, of course, it's very funny. That's what woke up Jimsid. And holy shit. Like, absolute insanity. Basically earlier in the stream, I know for anybody who's watching this in the future, I'm going to be repeating myself, but a lot of shit happened, a lot of shit got deleted, and then a lot of shit happened again, and then it got locked. So we're currently going over the second wave of shit, and that's what all this is from. But I did make one more response to Jimsid, which I think is coming up soon. It's coming up soon. Oh, why is this one even smaller? Oh, no. That didn't load correctly. There's no way. That's better. Okay.
We have different definitions of the word empathy, obviously.
Now, again, if you guys are playing along with the bingo, which I have not been keeping track of, here's a definition of a word. Empathy. The ability to understand and share the feelings of another. He has a total lack of empathy for anybody. I hope I helped. I will say though, you have a lack of empathy for me. All I want to know is if you enjoyed the ending of Dustborn, and you won't tell me, so I suffer. I also may have bought the game for Sarge midway through this whole conversation, because I thought it would just be more funny. And granted, I don't think Jimsid liked it very much. Blue Monarch, if I ever had the chance to, and I probably do, I could probably just message the account on Discord and be like, because this is the same account. I'm pretty sure it's the same account who's the dev account for Steam, right? If just ask them, like, what do they think of me just fucking talking shit about some of the random fucking forum posts that happen from absolutely unhinged people, like in their thread? What do they think of that? I just want to know, curiously. And then if they really wanted to, I'll post clips of what Jimsid has said about genocidal hate speech and fucking the anime rape fantasies and shit. Like, yeah, this is the guy. What the fuck? Sorry, I have like a gazillion tabs open again. Hang on. All right. It was a bit like this. I believe so. Well, initially, I think before the game launched, they wanted to create a, inclusive space for anybody who wants to talk about the game and whatnot. I think that basically just became the Discord, because obviously if you want to talk about the game, that's probably the best place to go for it. However, people like Holding Six, and I was actually curious, he told me this, people like Holding Six are boomers in a sense, where they would prefer to have a forum board and have like interactions and social interactions through forum posts rather than Discord messages. And I mean, like, you can still have like a forum sense of Discord if there's a channel dedicated to threads, because threads work the exact same way that Steam discussion forums do, where you'd make a post and people will comment on it. It's the same exact bullshit. I don't know if I can probably just check, but I don't think the Dustborn. No. Yeah, because the general discussions is just a text chat. The bug reports and stuff and the beta discussions, those are done like threads.
Where is my daily dose of escaped mental patients off their meds?
Oh, Papa Shekels.
Oh, there they are.
You also got called out as well. Let me just go back to the original post. Wait, hang on. Was this the one, or did he say something else? Hang on. Okay, yeah, hold on. So let me just show you these so you guys know what you got yourself into. This was his initial response to me asking if he platted the game. What happened, idiot? Your 3 viewers dropped to 0 again? You try to make content out of your obsession with me? Sorry, won't provide you any more content for your failed channel reported. All right. Now, his whole Twitch channel is about reading comments on Steam forums and having his 2 to 3 viewers bully and harass people he targets. Do you guys do that? Papa Shekels, Lost Rune, are you responsible for that? Alright? One visitor's Twitch page will show you what he is about. I filed multiple Twitch reports as well against him and his viewers. Guys, you've been reported. How does it feel? How does it feel? Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a way to... I haven't really done it or interacted with it, but there's like a way to create like subthreads in a Discord text chat. I haven't really done it, but you can do that. It's just really difficult to keep track of those threads. I think that's the part I don't like. Is you can't... I think Discord keeps it open for you, but it's kind of pinned. It's really weird. It's very odd. Papa Shekels. We have, yes, you guys have apparently. Expire after 2 weeks is, hang on, let me, I might be able to refute that, Lost Rune, because I think, hang on. Okay, never mind. I thought, if you had boosted a server, it wouldn't time delete threads, but I don't know. That could be a different thing. I figured they would keep it if the server is boosted. No, Blue Monarch, he actually doesn't because hang on. Oh, by the way, also in case you missed it, nope. But they are indeed on this thread. Unknown Samurai and his Twitch viewers, 3 of them. Guys, that's all of you, by the way. For example, keep the mocking going. My reports will keep coming. Guys, watch out. Alright. The reason why I don't think Jimsid is here is where did I put it? Oh my god, Zorai has sent me some bullshit. Hang on. Oh god, I gotta put a pin in this one. I gotta find out where the deleted comment was. Okay, that's one. I'll come back to that one, but hang on. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, I keep opening it too fast, so it doesn't like load correctly. Never mind. Take it as you want. I'm gonna make a Steam forum. Oh, sorry, go make a stream about Steam forums and bitch about them. As that is all you do instead of playing video games. Have you thought about actually playing games on stream and not troll Steam forums? This is why I don't think he actually watches me at all. Not a single chance. Because, it wouldn't be that hard to know that I play video games, alright? You could just look at the last stream, which wasn't Steam discussion. Like, I keep everything there. Like, it's all highlighted and archived as time goes on. Like, if you... Like, I think I literally have, like a Fire Emblem Binding Blade playthrough, like, on the video page. Like, it's like the first thing. After the past broadcasts, I think. It's either that or, like, Paper Mario Pro Mode or some bullshit like that. Like, there's games there, man. I just finished Brothership the other day. Like, fucking hell. I know, Papa Shekels, I can't believe it. I mentioned this earlier, but I don't know why he says 3, or like, 2 to 3, or like 3 again. He could just say 0. Why give me any notoriety? Like, you could just say none. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Oh my god, Blue Monarch, I just saw that. Hang on. How do I allow it? Oh, it expired. No, Blue Monarch, you're allowed to say the word rape. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know why Automod got that. I forgot that was a thing. Oh, you're right. They're Nintendo games. They're not real. They're not real. They're fake. Fake games. I'm a fake gamer. I'm sorry. 3 is somewhat accurate. Who's the third person though? Because if I remember correctly, Lost Story and Papa Shekels, it was just you two, and Jimsid was the third viewer. And there's no way he'd be stupid enough to talk about himself. Okay, I can allow that one. Hang on. Can't believe that one also got fucking whatever. But anyway, now to find out where I was up to. Holy shit. It was like, I think a post or two before I responded to him. Yeah. Okay, that's the empathy one. So, back on track.
My opinions are on my post for the characters. And for the ending, you have to find out yourself. Because the game has multiple, as it is a choices matter game like Veilguard. Goodbye.
Also worth noting that he has said that he blocked Sarge like 50 times. And yet continues to talk to Sarge. For some fucking reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. Again, I just think he's trolling. Alright? I just think he's trolling. I mean, look, CJ, you're not wrong. Alright? He saw the number once, and that was enough to solidify it in stone forever. Mass Effect 3? Ooh, maybe, actually. I don't know. Because, I feel like he might have had a 360 back in the day. You know, he might have played Fear. If anyone remembers Fear. But I find this, so another telling fact, if it wasn't already strikingly obvious that Jimsid has not finished the game and has not platinumed the game, he doesn't know what the ending is because he will refuse to talk about it. And like, it's honestly not that hard. Like, I followed up to Sarge's comment, by the way. Like, I quote, I was DMing Sarge and I was like, you know what? He's never gonna give you the right answer. I'll just do it for you, Sarge. I'll put my answer as a quote. I'll just do it. So you'll see that later. Gotten the blue ending. Jesus Christ. Like choice at the end. I didn't even know if Veilguard has like any sort of like proper, like, I don't know what happens in that game, honestly. I don't know if it's anything like Dustborn. I don't think it's anything like Dustborn in any capacity. Anyway, so before clicking on this one, this is where I was gonna respond. So I was DMing Sarge and I was like, I'm gonna respond to that previous comment that got deleted because I really wanted to say something to it. But unfortunately it got nuked before I had a chance to say something. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just post it anyway. I don't care. Because at this point, this is when I saw him talking about the friend request thing. All right. And I was like, I'll talk about the friend request as well. So. Well now. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting the voice I was doing. Oh, well now. We are getting somewhere. See, I didn't know there were different endings. Very exciting. You're actually pumping me up for this game. Which endings did you get? Are there any bad endings? I'm a Japanese game enjoyer, so I do enjoy a bad ending. Yo, Sarge, I hope you're not watching this, because spoilers, by the way. I think Ronin is technically sort of considered the bad end. It depends on who you ask, though, because technically you're not, I guess it's not really that bad, but you're kind of causing like a revolution in a sense by getting people to rise up and fight back, like, you know, like literally fight back, which I guess could be considered the bad end, because the other versions do not have you directly fighting and like trying to raise an army and whatnot. The other endings, one's for science and one's for like research, so yeah, it's whatever. Anyway, this is the thing I wanted to respond about because, you know, asked how many times you think about me. Honestly, Jimsid, I think about you every moment of every day. You're a pretty big part of my life. I was really worried when you didn't post anything for nearly 2 months. I thought something bad might have happened. Truthfully, I'm overjoyed that you're still your usual self. There's a lot of people I meet here that I don't know, but it's never too late to make a new friend. Thank you for worrying about my mental health. It's nice to know you care about me too. And then, you know, then I saw the fucking friend request post. I genuinely want to get to know you. You're unlike so many others I've seen on Steam throughout 2024. Plus, there's also New Year's resolutions and all that. Turning over a new leaf, so to speak. My goodness. Jimsid to say it. Oh, Blue Monarch. Thanks to Papa Shekels, I got this. We're going to be having a look at this. Not all of it, because I don't know if I've actually read it before. I probably haven't, but there's a few comments I just want to read. There's a few comments. Like, holy fuck. Nothing happens. Nothing even mid. I mean, so is Dustborn in a sense. It's also pretty mid. Like, there's nothing that really stands out about it. You know, like Space Marine, for example, has got some crazy shit in it. But, you know, I don't know, man. Oh yeah, if you guys like Asian players in Master Duel, oh damn. Oh damn. That's a bit of a spicy thread. Anyway, I love Jimsid's response here, by the way.
This whole attitude is super creepy and disturbing, and I want nothing to do with it. You speak like a proper stalker.
You know, it says the guy who said to go to my Twitch page and like my 3 viewers and all that shit.
Well, I don't want to get to know you. I dislike you profoundly, and I don't want to have anything to do with you. Is that clear? Get help, please. This behavior is concerning.
I love you too, Jimsid. I love you too. That's true, Blue Monarch. If it was its own game, I don't think it would have gotten as shafted as it did. But then I look over at Dustborn and I'm like, that's technically its own game as well. And then I look over at Unknown 9 Awakening and it's like, well, that's technically also its own game as well. And they all did really bad. Concord, also its own game as well. It also did really bad. Now, this was just randomly. He didn't quote anybody. I don't know why. This was just randomly here.
I will try my best to forget all the previous harassment and phrase that differently to both of you. Please, leave me and my friends alone. Please.
I am actually very impressed that he's willing to move on. Thank God. He's having a change of heart. The ice is melting. My threads. There is a weird narcissistic ownership with the threads that he makes. I don't know why. Like, anyone can just, any dev moderator can just come in and just like delete the whole thing. Like, it doesn't even matter. It's like an insignificant speck. Like, on the grand scheme of things. Hold on, I got too many tabs again. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of strange he said this in a mix of everything else. And then we're getting close to the end. There's a little bit more. A little bit more. Oh my God, why? But why though? All right, whatever. It's blurry as shit. Then you should use the block button and not respond to any of us, or talk to you. Sorry, or talk to yous about Dustborn. Sorry, Sarge, please, you're killing me here. Or talk to yous about Dustborn. That's all we want. We want your opinion on the end game, bro. Or did you not reach it? Shit. No one is harassing you, bro. We just want your thoughts about the end game. You told us you'd 100% it by the end of the year. Oh, sorry. At the end of the year. We just want to know what experience you had. I'm going into this game blind. I want to enjoy it. Is it enjoyable? Did you enjoy it? That's all I want to know. So I'm just asking him questions. I know Jimsid can't answer any of them, so he just deflects. He can't answer them because he hasn't played the fucking game. Like, holy shit.
That's what I will do. I have taken enough. Both of you blocked. For good. And I hope this thread is locked.
He's blocked. Sarge again. How many times can you block some guy? How many times? Like, why do you keep talking to him, man? Why do you keep talking to him? Like, if there's anybody that has an unhealthy obsession, I think somebody might have an unhealthy obsession with viewing blocked posts just to respond to them. What the fuck? With reporting people. He does have, I mean, he didn't mention it in this thread, but there is that weird agency that he wants to clean up threads from the far right bigot trolls. Like, we're just going in there and just with the, you know, with a dustpan and brush and just like sweeping up the report button and every single one of them for harassment. Like, why? Why do that? I don't understand. Is it the satisfaction knowing that somebody might get blocked or reported or banned? Like, what? Why though? We're just asking you for what you thought of the ending. I hate cliffhangers, my man. Is that what I'm in store for? And of course, Jimsid.
All you want is to harass me based on whether I finish the game or not, which is none of your business.
Okay, so I see where he's coming from here. This is the part where I was like, okay, I understand what he's trying to say, but he needs to have a little bit of faith in humanity, just a smidge, because I feel like in a past life, in a previous thread or something, and I know this is just like a deep-rooted issue with Jimsid, okay, and there's really nothing you can do to change this other than, I guess, literally be as nice as you can to him. I'm sure in the past, like, he was probably super excited for a game and he didn't end up finishing it, or no, maybe he did end up finishing it, and then somebody was egging him on, like, you know, what did you think about it? What did you think about it? And then, like, he told him what he thought about it, and then people, like, told him his opinion was shit or something like that, and, like, how could you think of the ending like that or something? And was like just egging him on, like, is that really what you thought of the ending, bro? Like, and just going on and on about that. Or he's taken the bait for other things like this in the past, where somebody would ask you a question like, you know, what did you think of X? And then initially he would take the bait and then get clowned on for it. And he's probably had that happen like multiple times. In fact, I would not be surprised based on his responses. So I can see why he's a little distrusting towards Sarge for just simply asking, like, you know, did you finish the game? Like, that's all. And again, I was DMing Sarge throughout this. There was no, like, malice or ill intent towards this question. He genuinely just wanted to know. Like, dead set serious. And, like, both of us didn't give a shit if he finished the game or not. Like, he could have just said, no, I haven't had the time to play it. I haven't been able to finish it and all stuff. And, like, that'd be the end of the conversation. That's it. Like, I doubt either of us would have dragged it on any further than that, because I obviously had no intention to. I just simply asked the question. He could have just said no. I even said that I didn't, okay? Not that I made any promises beforehand, but I just told him that, yeah, it might be kind of hard to platinum it, all right? So it's okay if you didn't. Like, it's not the end of the world, all right? But I don't think he's very, you know, I mean, obviously, what gave this away, but I don't think he's very open with himself. All right, which is another reason why I just want to talk to him one-on-one. That's all. Because part of me wants to know if he's actually trolling or not. Again, like, I think he is, 100%. But I just want to know. Like, I had that chat with Valkyria, and, like, Valkyria said that they were just baiting the whole time. Like, all of those fucking insane threads that got, like, thousands and thousands of clown awards, those were all bait. Like, And I fell for like a few of them, okay? Like, that's all I want to know, all right? That's all I want to know. But I'm pretty sure the bait, all right, at this point. Anyway, this solidifies what my previous assessment was.
No, dude, you just want to harass and mock me in case I didn't finish it, which again is none of your business. Reported.
And no, again, that's not the case. Now, granted, Sarge and I we're just talking about this. I don't know. I can't speak of Zalfir or Greyhawk or anyone else in the conversation. Hedgehog or where the fuck Shrek, maybe, even if he was reading this. Like, I don't think I can't comment on any of those guys if they would mock him for not finishing the game. I don't think anybody else would give much of a shit. All right. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The only thing I would get out of this is just like, well, it's very interesting how excited you were about the game and how hypocritical it is that you didn't finish it and didn't play it. And yet I, someone who isn't too keen on the game, doesn't particularly like it, doesn't particularly hate it, finished it the whole way through multiple times. And it's like, you know, Jimsid, come on, man. Come on, man. You can't just sit there playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth like all day, alright? And I know you're playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because why wouldn't you be? What? But anyway. Moving on, there's still more! When did you finish it? Because I have it installed and I'm gonna 100% it before 2025 is up.
None of your business once more. Do whatever you want. Stop harassing me. Report it.
Again. Jimsid allegedly has him blocked. Several times, in fact. I think he's hit the block button so many times that he's somehow unblocked Sarge. Hey, what? He's blocked, mate. Allegedly. Blocked. But fucking hell. Anyway. Again, he's just not very trusting. And like, for somebody who's not trusting, I'm surprised you don't have your alt accounts privated. That's like the first thing you do if you don't trust people online. They don't have your fucking info out there. Anyway. Well, I will wear it as a badge of honor that I 100%ed Dustborn for Jimsid. You've given me something to do, and for that I thank you, my friend.
Thankfully, you have no idea if I 100%ed the game or not. So, you will stay hypothesizing, and another report for harassment coming your way.
Every single response is going to be reported for harassment. Every single one. And like, I know Jimsid likes the attention, right? I know he does. That's why I don't know if he's actually reporting them or not. Because I think he might be, because I know it backfired, but maybe he's just not doing it now. Because like, I think the reason he does it is just he wants them to respond. Like, it's a very tsundere like aspect of Jimsid. Like, I know he likes us. I know he likes engaging with us. Why else would he even respond in this thread? Why else would he even talk about it? He could just move on if he doesn't care. He likes talking about it. He enjoys having the attention placed on him. He likes that. I mean, who wouldn't? Probably why he keeps shouting out my stream, by the way. It's like, guys, did you know that Unknown Samurai on Twitch reads Steam discussions about me specifically? And I'm the highlight? Did you guys know that? For real? You should go check out his stream and see that he's going to talk about me for like hours at length. Guys, did you know? Anyway, it's almost over. It's almost over. There's only like 2 more. And then I think I got locked. So, you're on an alt account and your main account is private. So yeah, unless you tell me experience, I will never know. So I can safely assume you didn't, because you are wildly defensive over a non-offensive question. Lost Rune. I wish. I wholeheartedly wish I was able to have like a 5-head mentality towards that. Like if I could just somehow plan out, like if I make my own Jimsid account in the future, just to like fake talk on Steam. I mean, what's another like 3 or 4 alt accounts right under the name Jimsid? What's another several shitload accounts? Anyway, I think this is the last comment.
You can assume whatever you want. My gaming information is not something I have to share with harassing strangers, regardless on whether I completed the game or not. I already shared my view of the game multiple times after playing it a lot, and that's what matters here.
Those 29 minutes lasted a long time.
Keep guessing for all I care.
Keep guessing. Keep guessing. We'll never know.
Sir, out of Thelostrum, you caught an
Sugar, you okay?
koi weighing 15.4 kilo worth 61 gold. You now have 33,145 gold.
Sugar, I gotta go grab a drink. Can you like keep everybody entertained for like 10 seconds? And don't stutter your words, please. I need you to be in like tip-top shape here. Alright, but I actually do need a drink.
You caught a rare mahi weighing 14.4 kilo worth 77 gold. You now have 33,222 gold. Well, make it quick, Master. Now, ladies and gents, you're stuck with me. Better get used to the idea. It won't be long, or maybe it will. You never know with him. Oh, I'm just kidding. He's a sweetheart, I promise. All right, that's your 10 seconds of sugar. Hope you savored it.
Thank you, Sugar. I appreciate it. Back. But, that's the end of the Jimsid thing. If I go back and refresh, I think that's the end of... I can go back to normal size view now. I think that's the end of this shit. I can close all my tabs now. 89 comments? Yeah. Whoa! Whoa. Oh, I didn't add this stuff. That's coming your way. Oh yeah, because I asked, right. I told Sergeant DMs that Jimsid will never, ever actually respond to your comment like wholeheartedly, but in a sign of good faith, I will respond to it. Because then he can add my information to his if somebody else asks him if he's finished the game. Or, you know, what do you think of the ending? Anyway, unfortunately, yes. However, you don't have to worry that I was planning on adding more content to the game to fill in some blanks. Plus, there's a new end credit scene that just got added post-launch, which hints towards some interesting post-main story content. Now, the real question is how/if they will do a sequel. It could be interesting to see how they'll extend from the current 3 endings into a new narrative. They have hypothesized this before, by the way. If that ends up happening. Speaking of endings, I'd say the Ronin ending would most likely be the hardest one to obtain, especially on a first playthrough, as it's tied to all of the characters' coders, or rather mainly 3 of them, if I remember correctly. I just keep ending up with the expat ending, which I found to be quite nice, and I haven't seen the librarian ending, which is the most common. You can check the achievements on the Dustborn game on Steam if you want to know why I say it's the most common. It's like 10% got the librarian ending, 5% got the expat ending, and then 1% got the Ronin ending. So basically the gist of it. If you're looking for someone with more info on the game's lore, definitely hit up Holding 6 when you get the chance. A few of his threads have touched on some interesting stuff. I mean, that's up for debate, but I think he's got some pretty interesting info out there. Alright, and then that one. Well, I'm glad someone can give me information about the ending. Thank you, my friend. I just hope the devs get a chance to tighten up loose ends. Cliffhangers are the worst. I literally just paid $60 for Dragon Quest 3, and they tell me the story continues in Dragon Quest 1 and 2. What a crazy system they got going on. Drop 60 and pay 60 more. Gee whiz. I actually don't know if Dragon Quest 1 and 2 is going to be a separate remake or included with Dragon Quest 3. because I don't know what was the go with that. I just saw that I during the trailer I saw that they were gonna like bring it out later. I don't know if it's a title update or what, but right, then there was that comment. Oh, you shared the intro experiences with them. Nothing of endgame, because you never made it to the end game. Hence the hostility from you. Well, don't make promises like in 3 months you'll have it 100%. Then no one can call you out on it. He's got a point. It's like, just don't make false promises like that of a game that you have no interest in. Like Dustborn, for example. And then this is why I think it was Red Thread specifically that nuked a lot of the comments and banned the initial Jimsid responses. I think it was actually this account, not Steam moderation. Because, well, they specifically said to lock it. Also, Red Thread, this went off topic almost instantaneously from ages ago. Like, it went off topic so fast, just from like what was it, like the 3rd or 4th post about fucking also this shit with the gnome and stuff. But like, holy fuck. Also, shout out to Screwed Man. I miss him so much. Holy fuck. I don't know what happened to him. I really don't. He just doesn't say anything anymore. The Bionicle movies. Like, I watched the big lore video from that one guy, Ben Saint, the 13-hour lore video. That is some good shit. I highly recommend that video, because there's a lot of stuff I didn't know. I would love like a Bionicle anime, all right? Because I know from what he said, the story technically is left unfinished because Lego moved on to doing other stuff. Like they had like a resurgence of different Bionicles, but the main writers behind it, they like sort of hypothetically finished off their story by having like the big robot fight, and I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. I kind of wish that was real because it looks so, yeah, it's just storyboards, but it's like so cool though. 2015 reboot. I haven't seen what the new Bionicle is like. I don't know what it's all about. I can actually pinpoint exactly where in the timeline I was into Bionicle as a kid. It's the Metro Nui saga, like that moment, because I had those ones. I had those Bionicles, and then I had the Viscerac. I had like 2 Visceracs, which was the Web of Shadows section afterwards when they returned to Metro Nui. That's the era when I had Bionicles. I thought they were pretty fucking cool, but I never really saw any of the movies except for like Mask of Light. I saw Mask of Light. I didn't see anything else. Even the bad one that came out with like Maranui going to like fucking the Barrag, the weird continuity era in the movie, like that one, the fucking... I did see that actually. I saw that recently on YouTube just because, like, I mean, it was there. It was like, fucking, why not? All right, I want to see what it's all about. Massive, like, yeah, I think they're like, I don't know if they're prequels, but like they're like the fucking, oh god, it's so weird because like there's the way they defined the groups of Toas, that you have like the original 6, they have like their own saga, they became like stronger and better. I forget the Toa Nuva, that's what it was. And then you had oh, what's his name? The main character in Mask of Light, Takanuva, who's not a Toa Nuva, but Takanuva just happens to have the name Nuva at the end of his Mask of Light version for some reason. And like I didn't realize how fucking overpowered he was because they don't show it in the movie. Like, they show the movie. Also, there's the whole stuff with like oh my god, what's his name? The evil villain shadow guy. Oh my god, I forget his name now. Fuck, it's been like weeks since I saw the video. Holy fuck. Anyway, I like the whole concept of it because it reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles. I know, Biological Chronicles reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles. What are the odds? Because it's like, spoiler alert, the whole major plot element is pretty fucking crazy when it gets revealed. I was like, what? No way. The whole time? And they're like, yep, the whole time. I was like, wow. It's like, that's what the whole plot of it was all about. Makuta, that's it, Makuta. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, because I actually did have, because I didn't know about this either until watching the video. The creatures that hunt the Toanuva, I forget what they're called. They're like, they're powered by like worms or whatever, like these weird eel things that apparently have like crazy psychic powers and shit and can do like wacky stuff. Rakshi, that's it. I had one of those as well, because I think I had that, and then I had the Metro Nui Toas and whatnot. Holy shit. I'm talking to her. Yeah, there was something about... Oh, yeah, that's right. I fucking forgot about this. The movie about Metro Nui, the Toa that's in that, Toa Lee Khan, his whole fucking arc of, like, giving up his Toa powers and distributing it among the new Toas, who may or may not have been the intended Toas. We don't know about that. It's all about, like, fate and destiny and whatnot, so that's why they became the Toas. But, because he died, or spoilers, he died, at the end of, like, Metro Nui Saga, and they gave his mask to like a maskless Matoran, and that Matoran became Jala, and then Jala had his whole fucking saga. Like, it was insane how like that mask just keeps going forward, and apparently that mask is allegedly the symbol of Amada Nui. I didn't know that either. It's just that particular default mask. Like the normal one. Anyway, that's a whole fucking thing. I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're here to talk about racism, all right? Hold on, before that. Shit, I'm gonna close all these fucking tabs. Racism. So, this is a thread from a while ago about Master Duel. Of course, I'll probably actually change my category over to Master Duel. Yeah. Oh, also that Lost Rune. I forgot I had the Macca's toy, Jala. I had that one. Because I remember that too. It throws the fucking disc. Like, he was showing off all the Bionicles in the video, and I was like, dude, I remember that one from the Macca's toy. No way. In the movie with the Rakshi, like, the way they move makes no sense to me. Like, they have, like, hover bikes. Well, like, they transform into hover bikes. Like, they crazy frog it, essentially. It's so fucking weird. I don't know if that was just, like, a animation thing, or they just do that. You know, like, that's just their method of movement, is they transform into, like, hover bikes and ride around. Also, some of the Toa powers seem way more overpowered than other Toa powers. Like, the ice guy, I forget his name, but Jesus fucking Christ. It's like, his power is, like, so much stronger than anyone else's. Promotional movies, goddamn. Anyway, this guy's talking about, Chinese, Japanese players. This is from ages ago. All right. Oh, hang on, Lost Rune. Is this the is this promotional art? Oh, so it just looks so odd. Like, hang on. I just don't expect it. Like, what do they do that? How do they do that? Like, I don't get it. They just do. I will say, the interesting lore bits, like when the lore starts to get a bit rocky, I kind of like that shit with the, because oh man, I just wish they finished it. All right, I just wish they do, because the talk about the ancient ones that created the like original proto design for like the big thing, they don't finish that plot line. Like they never finished that. They just existed and they made a thing because they were technically the ones behind the original organic brain for the big thing, and that big brain got like exiled to some random island further south of everything, and that gets referenced in like some blog entries and whatnot. Like, I'm like, why did they make that thing, and why is it incredibly overpowered? What the fuck? It's like stronger than Mata Nui. Like, why is it not? What? They So I don't know which version of the Bionicle movies is probably the most accurate to the you know, Bionicles themselves, because the I don't know if it's the most recent one, but the one with like Mata Nui, right? Like that one, it looks so fake. Like, they don't look like Bionicles. They just look like animated robots essentially. It's so odd. But also, you can't really call them robots because they're very like, they're very human-esque. Like the earlier versions of like the Toas and stuff from like the earlier sagas, their designs resemble their mask a bit more. Like I'm trying to remember, it's like the little bit, it's like the little bit in their fucking, where their mouth is not exactly a mouth, but it's like a voice box kinda. And they have like biological, like they're not like full robots basically. They have like exposed biological muscles and stuff. It's interesting. Take shape on the planet. Oh, that's right, because he wasn't he was just a mask that transformed into a being based on the essence around him or some shit. When he hit like the the planet, or the fuck. Also, the whole like the plot line with the planet and shit like that, like I just want to know how they would survive the cataclysmic event of both of the worlds getting merged, or sorry, all three of the worlds getting merged back into one. I just want to know how they'd survive that, because that's allegedly that will happen after all of those plot lines and stuff. Like that was intended to happen, and then everybody lives peacefully on that planet. But I just want to know. Like I just want to know. A biological creature. Oh, that's right. The movie with Mata Nui also had the fucking little beetle, and the beetle like looked like an actual beetle. Like it didn't look like a Lego set. I don't know, because the weird like amorphous blob with all the big beetles, that like you can't build that. Like, come on, man, what are you doing? Still though, the actual like lore concept of the story, the sagas of Bionicle was like amazing. Like after learning all that shit, I'm like, like holy fuck, I can see why people are so like keen for this, because that was the coolest fucking shit ever. I wish I knew more about it. It was all stuff in like blog posts and stuff, and you just kind of had to be there to know, or you just had to like find the guy on forums and he'll just answer the questions of like what happened. Like, but the whole concept with the pills and shit, like fucking hell, dude. I didn't know it was all planned. Anyway. Anyway. Oh, fair enough, Lost Turn, fair enough. God damn, the video was so good. Right, so Papa Shekels told me ages back that if I just search Asian, I think it is, in the fucking in the Master Duel scene discussions. Tarmatorans.
You caught an uncommon guppy weighing 0.0 Senki worth 37 gold.
I also forgot, there were those like... I know it was explained in the plot, but, in the plot summary, but fucking, who was it? It was like the fish guy, or it wasn't really the fish guy, it was the gold and blue guy, I forget his name, who got turned into a fish, and then his mask got like fucked up, and then he just started randomly teleporting all over the place to like different areas, and just the fact that other separate plot lines were happening, and he just like teleport in, do some bullshit, and then teleport out, and then be in some other location with some other main characters, and just teleport in for plot reasons. What the fuck? Wait, Loster, you don't know, there was a whole saga where these two guys, they were having like this match, and they were just teleporting like all over the place, and they just happened to be like, this is the most like convoluted bullshit, but they just happened to be in the right places at the right time to help the plot advance whenever the plot needed them to be there to do something. Like, hang on.
Gathered friend.
Wait. Illustrin, if you haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. It happened after the Blackwater incident, when they went to, hang on, trying to advance it without fucking breaking shit. I just want to see the storyboard. Marinui, that's it, when they went to the underwater city. And, well, that whole fucking section and the Blackwater and stuff, it like corrupted the guy with the gold armor and whatnot, the gold and blue stuff. He was like a very high-ranking dude, I forget his name. Oh, also, the whole multiverse time travel bullshit, with like, oh fuck, it was, Makuta, who was possessing the body of somebody else, helping one of the Toa, I don't know if it was the Toa Nuva, it was one of the guys from the original Toa team during the Marinui section, wanted to help gather up the pieces for a scepter or some shit, and the person who had the pieces was dead, but they're a person that had the pieces from a different timeline. Holy shit. Shit about the new Bionicle. There was I think it was, I don't know if it was the Marinui section or the one after the Marinui section, but they all changed. Like, I know they changed. I know. Dude, the way the guy had to implement all of this into the plot was like mind-blowing. Like, he had no control over the sets. He had no control over what Lego was gonna make. Lego just gave him the promotional pieces and was like, make something with this, and he just had to do it. What? So like, when they start getting to like the crazy shit and the colors no longer match what their original colors were, because they have like new battle armor that morphs and changes to whatever the environment is that they need it to be in, like, I swear to God, It kind of got stale. There's I didn't know about this, but the custom sets, so apparently Lego released like big multi-builds or instructions for big, like, huge combiner sets that you could do. I didn't know about that, but they look cool as fuck. People have made their own combiner sets using certain Lego pieces, and people have made their own unique, like, Toa OCs as well, using various parts of Lego. I think it's pretty neat. Oh, also the other thing too with their weapons, like, constantly changing throughout the seasons, like the different arcs, like because like they had to have different weapons because how else would they sell the toys? Like they can't gotta have new shit. Oh, that's what it was. The fucking Metronui powers and stuff that they had. Oh, hold on a second. I forgot about the Metronui abilities. Like, you have some crazy shit. Like the guy with the brown mask. I forget his name, but I had his set. I didn't realize his power was telepathy, and he could just basically do whatever the fuck he wanted. He could just, mind control. He had the power to mind control people. And then you have the blue lady, who just can talk to animals. Like that's her power. Like I don't get how that's supposed to make them able to stand up to Makuta, but whatever. Talking phone. Oh yeah, there was a fucking big Makuta with like wings and shit. It was kind of wild. Like holy fuck. Oh yeah, I also forgot the other thing too. The Mask of Life, I think is what it was. Basically Matanui's what the mask that Matanui ends up using. Like that became like such a pivotal plot point, and it kept changing designs until finally they settled with the design that was used for the movie. Like, which is basically it's got like the whatever. Ultimate Duma. Oh, right, Duma. Fuck. There was. I know it's. He mentions it in the video. I forget when. But there's some other crazy shit. Oh yeah. Also forgot the whole plot point, with the movie, The Mask of Life. Because supposedly canon-wise, Matanui only gets shot from like the water planet to the main desert planet, but in the movie he gets shot across like galaxies. Like, he goes so far, but it's actually like 10 feet. Like it doesn't go that far at all. Wait, this is the one. Hang on, which one's this one? Oh shit. These are fucking neat though. Like it makes me wish I had more Bionicles as a kid, or at least knew what I could do with them. Because I only had like a handful or so. But it's interesting to see like the same pieces get used for different parts of certain bodies. I know the Ben Saint also mentions that too for some of the more like crazier Bionicles. 7 or 8, goddamn. I honestly couldn't tell you how old I was when I got Bionicles. I just know that I had them. I don't know what age I was. I remember going to Toy World and there were Bionicles there. I remember that. And I can tell you which ones I had because they're in the video. Fucking, it was the guy with the brown mask, the green mask, and the red mask, because I remember the jetpack disc launcher and the twin blades and the 2 grappling hooks. I did not have the other ones. I did not have any of the original towers, and I did not have any of the what are they called? The mutated towers that came after that. It was just the Metronui stuff. Still, really neat stuff. Really neat stuff. Anyway, racism. All right, hang on. So the point is, there's some people out there that really don't like Asian players or anybody with a name that they can't read in Master Duel because they're too good. Odika, that's it. Because they were like caught up by the Visorak and mutated into. I know, like the whole plot of that was just so they could use or sell the toys that have the little like launchers in them, the little like blade launchers. Like, all right. So fucking wild. Anyway, this is all from like 2022. Flint X, however, I think I have seen him somewhere, because when I basically Papa Shekel said to go back and you'd be surprised at how many things weren't deleted that were openly racist. I think Flint X was one of the names that came up before when doing that. Garu, welcome to the stream as well.
Working up the nerve to actually participate, are we?
Oh my god, sugar. Oh yes, the sexist bunky game that was at the Game Awards. How dare they? Anyway, 80% of Asian characters you see around are cringe weebs, not actually Asian players, and most of them sucks, even when using meta trash or cheating. Lamau. Bro, I can write my name in hiragana. Come on now.
You caught a junkfish cracker weighing
Yes, I uploaded one recently. I'm assuming this is reference to like somebody cheating.
33,303 gold.
And at several instances, Konami itself have conducted investigations and made official statements about cheating activity and cheaters being punished. At in-game notifications even. Maybe you should ask them to post evidence or something else to ease your mind. Onto Yu-Gi-Oh? This do be Yu-Gi-Oh. So it goes away. This other thread that he's talking about might be the one that I have read. Is it Jake Notorious? No, I'm pretty sure Flint X said something wacky, and then a new guy said something. Oh, here it is, here it is. Saying that Asians are smart people, which is a fact by the way, equals being racist. Saying that there are Asians cheating in the game, being racist. Lamau, you guys have to decide yourselves. Or, let's just not mention Asians anywhere, because it's forbidden, apparently. Seriously, have you people even seen which was the initial research methods that Japan used for the construction of their magnetic trains and railways? I know he's saying idea, but the idea DEI Jimsid, is this you? Came through the observation of freaking bacteria behavior. Saying that this level of ingenuity isn't over the top is insulting, even. They were years ahead of their time. Not sure how calling people smart is an insult or xenophobia. But, well, that's Steam forums for you. Also, cheating is not something exclusive to Asians, you know. Mostly, I guess. Because there is this thing. If you take a look at CSGO, Spinbot range cheaters, compilation videos on YouTube, a lot of them are players using Chinese or whatever Asian characters in their names. Maybe because they think it gives them the impression that they are more skilled or something. Or just because they think it's funny to use. Who knows? Only Valve alone can confirm how many Chinese cheaters they have banned in the years or throughout the entire game's existence. I have a strong bet that both Chinese and Russian player numbers outnumbers everyone else in this regard though. So, quick thing, in regards to Marvel Rivals, there have been a lot of cheaters already noticed and reported and banned, by the way. But they're not obviously from any one specific demographic. All right. Like, it's kind of all over the place, which is funny given the fact that it is a game developed in China. You know, given this was several years ago now, by the way. We're in a new age at this point, so who knows? Maybe his opinion has changed. But like, I don't know. I think anybody would use cheats if given the hands. Also, how the fuck do you cheat in Master Duel, by the way? I just want to know that real quick. Like, no, every time somebody brings this up, aside from the launch day stuff where people will just end duels instantaneously or have banned cards in their deck, there has been like nothing. Like, as far as I'm aware, there's been like no way to cheat. And even if you did, like, people keep saying that they're cheaters, but they're just getting unlucky. Like, just because you lost the coin flop, just because you lose the coin flip like 15 times in a row doesn't mean that your opponents are cheating. All right? That's not how that works. What I can say is it's their fault for... Sorry, what I can say is it's their fault for had built this stereotype on themselves in the first place. China is known for piracy and falsification of all kinds of products in the market. Do you know that Elsword game from KOG Studios, for instance? From the same studio who made Grand Chase and stuff. Yeah, that's the one. Guess what? There was this Chinese Fists of Fu game, which was blatant clone of Elsword. One can even argue they literally stolen the game source code and just reskinned the whole thing and didn't even bother trying to hide the fact. Hilarious. And you think the Russians and Indians, who built quite a reputation as scammers too, inside and outside of the cyberspace, I may say. A quick research about it, and you will find plenty of data out there. Cheating in a video game is no big deal for these kinds of people. Interesting way to say that. As the consequences for doing so are so mundane and the punishment frivolous. I mean, race aside, that goes for anyone. Like, what's the what do you expect? You're not gonna go to jail from cheating in a video game. You're just gonna get banned. Like, what do you expect? And yes, I've met 2 Asians cheating in Master Duel. I really would love to see the evidence for this. I don't know if I can go back through all of his archived history. Wait, Flint X is the guy that was getting mad at Papa Shekels the other day about the CSGO stuff. Holy shit, I just remembered that. That's who this guy is. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, that was Flint X. I swear to God, it's Flint X. Anyway, so this was October 8th, 2022. All right, and then Papa Shekels out of nowhere sends me this. So first off, I know I necroed a thread from Jimsid that was like about a month or so old. Okay, between the last post and my current post. All right, it's about a month. This guy gone over 2 years of a completely dormant thread. How do you find this shit? Like, it's not on the front page. You have to specifically search for it. There's no, like, as far as I'm aware, there's no like recommended forum pages or something like that on Steam. Like, you can't just, you're not like, there's no algorithms that will lead you to a thread like this randomly. You'd have to seek it out by hand. And what I find crazy about that is there are so many other threads that are far more recent that are still talking about the same thing. Google? Wait a sec. What was the name of this thread? Okay. So, you're onto something, Lost Rune. Because it does bring up Steam discussions from several years ago. But maybe I just didn't type in the right thing. Oh wait, hang on a sec. That's interesting. I know what this guy is talking about. Are they saying that the tool that people use to approximate deck probability is being used as cheats? Like that's considered cheating?
You caught got a common
I
handicap
can-
weighing 1.02
I
kilos
can
worth
see
of iron.
why that would be the
You now have
case.
33,134 gold.
You tried, Sugar, you tried. But I don't know if I would consider that cheating. I know this was a topic of contention during
You caught a rare
the
elemental
tournament thing
hero.
that Master
Heroes
Duel
weighing
held like last
0.2
year.
He warned worth 73 gold. You now have 33,407 gold.
It's a tool devised to basically remember what is in your opponent's deck as you're fighting them, to sort of like tell you what their deck is basically. Now, as a player, you can probably just do this stuff yourself. Like if you just have a good memory, you can just remember what cards they used, and you can probably pinpoint what their deck, what's in their deck, what their deck is about, and the playsets for what cards they're using in the deck. Like if you played enough Yu-Gi-Oh, you can just figure that out. There is a tool that automatically does it for you in Master Duel, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if I consider that cheating, because it doesn't tell you exactly what's in your opponent's deck until it is shown on the field. Like, so I don't know about that, Chief. I'm not sure. It would be no different to if you had a notepad open and just kept track of what cards they used. Like, and you could do that in a real life duel if you wanted to. If you have that bad of a memory, you can open up a little piece of paper and just write down what card they've got. There's no ruling against that technically. Like, because by the end of the day, all you're learning is the probabilities of what they might have in their hand by what they have used previously. And again, if a turn goes on longer than one turn and you're playing against somebody who's got a competent deck and not just random bullshit, you will most likely know what's in their hand just by playing. Like, which is why when I verse some people and I clearly add like Vion to my hand, for example, and like I haven't normal summoned yet, why would you not wait until I normal summon Vion? Because I know at some point during my combo I have to do that. Like, because there are, so, like, I think almost every, at least every modern search card has you show it to your opponent when you add it to your hand. And you know, if you have the knowledge, like, you know, if your opponent's down to like 2 cards in their hand and you've seen them visibly add 2 cards to their hand, and like they showed you what card they added to their hand, and they used all their other cards except those 2 cards that they added to their hand, you fucking know without a doubt what is in their hand. All right, you know for a fact what is in their hand and what they're going to do with the cards in their hand. All right, but at that point it comes down to game knowledge. All right, and how well do you know some of the top level meta decks. But a lot of players in Master Duel, specifically boomer players as well, don't want to learn and don't want to know because they can't read. All right, nobody can read. It's Yu-Gi-Oh. All right, I guess maybe Asian players can read. All right, that's the big skill issue. All right, they're actually literate. It's crazy. But because nobody reads any of the cards and they don't know what the flow of the deck is and what it does, they're always caught off guard. Like, oh, how come you did that? That's bullshit. That's cheating, bro. When did you add that card to your hand? I didn't see you do that. One of the ones that catches me off guard sometimes is during a it's the firewall. It's just a Cyberse combo to bring out the big like 5-link firewall dragon card, because at some point during that combo, and I keep blinking whenever it happens because it happens so fast because it's a cost. There's a fusion card that gets sent to the graveyard that if you do not see that and you don't read what that does and you just miss it, that's a negate that they can just do at any point. That's just a full-on negate. And it just happens instantaneously because it's not an activation, it's a cost. So it's just gone in the graveyard instantaneously. Like nothing happens because of it, it's just gone. And that's a really important card to see that gets slipped into the graveyard. I keep missing it sometimes. But I just know that if I ever see the Link 5 come out, then I know that's in the graveyard because that's part of the combo. Isn't as oh, that's also true actually. Japanese cards are more they're formatted better. Like cards that have this is something I wish the fucking TCG Yu-Gi-Oh could adapt to. I know it's too late for it now, but in Japan, if a card has multiple effects, they will specifically have like a bullet point for what the effect is, like the full list of the effect, and then another bullet point for the next effect, right? English doesn't have that. In English, it's separated by a full stop. you just gotta be good at reading, I guess. And the text is so fucking tiny as well. Like, you just have to know. Like, it's not as formatted coherently than it is in Japanese. But that's obviously, like, you know, that's a big issue. Anyway, the point is, some random guy searched up this thread out of nowhere and came back to say this.
I'm so tired of these pay-to-win Asians. A new card pack was released last night. Went to sleep and did a duel this morning. Asian dude had the complete deck. I wish they would segregate this. I wish they would segregate the servers like other games do. And before you call me a sore loser, I still win against the normal Asians. However, the pay-to-win dudes can't even compete.
When Tenpai came out, the day it came out, you had players dropping tens of thousands of gems on the pack just to get all the cards. And what's funny about that is, even though all the cards were like ultra rare, it didn't take much to get the deck going because players would already have a lot of the hand traps and stuff. Grengus, I'm so glad you asked that. I don't know. I don't know. There's another post after this, but that's very interesting. Very odd to say to segregate the servers, by the way. Very odd. Also, Loster, is this that fucking humongous wall of text? Oh my god. That's absurd. How are you supposed to remember that, though? Like... Can expand the description. Fuck me dead. That's too silly. I forget which card it was that had like a full block of text for the pendulum effect and then a full block of text for the main effect text. I forget which card that was. I think it was an Odd Eyes or something. But I think that card has the most amount of words per Yu-Gi-Oh card. If I remember correctly. Could be wrong though. Sorry. Anyway, back to what Papa Shekel sent me. What was the last one? Oh, there was actually more to this. Interesting.
We all have a racist bone in our body, hence why stereotypes are universal, and majority are true. Lol. It is what it is. The truth is, majority of Asians on this game are pay-to-win dudes. How can you determine? What is your evidence? What is your evidence? Honestly, I'm tired of facing them. These guys have complete deck, 15 minutes of release. Service segregation would be optimal, like other games. It really doesn't take that long to get a full deck. Assuming, like, someone like me who has a Trickstar deck pretty much all ready to go, I can just drop, like, fucking 3,000 gems on the new pack and basically get enough to make a fully competent Trickstar deck with all the new cards in it, but whatever. Oh yeah, Grangus, I forgot. They added the Molchamis. Fuck, I totally forgot. So fucking funny though. Was there anything else? Hang on. Did this thread get deleted or locked? Oh, it got locked. I mean, I guess it was pretty necro. Oh, it got deleted too. Holy shit. The racism has been purged. Although, not this racism though. Not this one. But the other ones are gone. I don't think there was anything else in this thread. I think it was just that one guy. Which,
Oh, I should have checked his... Damn it. Oh well. I should have like checked his post history. It's too late. Well, that's it. Also, I don't get this guy's I don't get this guy's problem. Like as though it's an issue. Like, anyway, I think that's all I wanted to read for you guys today. It was mainly the Jimsid meltdown. All right, but I think that's gonna do it for season 2 of Steam Discussion. I want to say season 2 because I don't know if and when I'll do season 3. If I do end up doing a season 3, it will most likely be for Monster Hunter Wilds, because that'll be what I invest the most amount of time into moving forward. And by proxy, because I'm going to have so much knowledge on the game, I would love to know what people have to say about it. So that'll most likely be what I focus season 3 on. Because the last time I talked about Monster Hunter World Steam discussions, those were mainly from Deathseer, and his absolute insanity in regards to like Alatreon and shit. Monster Hunter, either gun lance or light bow gun. I lean more towards the gun lance because it looks cool as fuck. And I like the moves. I like the moves a lot. In terms of light bow guns though, yeah, I guess it depends on the game, because I'm a bit of a boomer when it comes to like light bow guns. I prefer the old style light bow guns as opposed to the new style. Although Wilds is technically changing how rapid fire works in Wilds, so I'm curious about that. Oh, pogo stick is nice. The insect glaive in Wilds is looking pretty fucking sick. The way that they've incorporated insect attacks into your main attacks, holy shit. Like, I've already pretty much solidified on using bow and sword and shield for Wilds, but man, I was so tempted to pick up the insect glaive because the new moves and shit are fucking wild. I think it's a wound related attack, the one where you can like dive down and like skewer. I think it's wound points. You have to hit like a wound point with it in order to like pole dance. But like that is really cool. That is really cool. Anyway, that'll have to be where I disappear for tonight. So before signing out though, Sugar, it seems we've reached the end for today. Would you like to say goodbye to everybody? Please don't be racist though. Like, actually, I'm sure she'll be fine. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Well then, my dear little sinners, it looks like we're calling it a night. Time flies when you're being an absolute fiend, doesn't it? Stay naughty, and until next time, do try to behave. But not too much. Ta-ta!
Okay, Sugar, I don't know why you said that. Also, it seems KBJ is live, so I'll give him a little bit of a spicy raid.